Hello, everyone.
Hi.
And welcome to Spirit and Salt, episode number 28. Hey, as you guys can tell from the bottom of your screen, right down there in the middle, Patches is back. Yahoo!
He's here.
He's here. For real. He's not gonna say
Yeah.
the energy is perfect.
Just shake
You have to take our word now.
Nope, you're gonna take his word for it. We're gonna do a recap. Maurice will be here just as soon as he can, per usual. I have a tight 43-minute recap to do here to get Patches up to date. I did write it down, so it'll be fast.
Buckle in.
Okay, for you, Patches. The last time you were here, you guys had completed an excursion into the Underdark and returned to the surface, and you had possession of a box filled with a fortune's worth of amber, which you had been tasked with delivering to Don Vittorio Cremini, international leader of the smuggling syndicate Santi Silenziosi. For the time being, you decided to stick with the party as they traveled elsewhere, with assurance that you'll all eventually make your way to Puerto Solterra together so you can make this delivery. But before that, your next journey was to travel to the city of Cherry Falls, out in the wild west of Toluca, where Marble wanted to meet up with his brothers, Top and Yo-Yo, and participate in a mech fight. Cadence also had business in Cherry Falls, specifically a member of her gang, a sorcerer named Venera Osteroth, who specializes in the magic of dreams, has gone missing. Cadence has been tasked with finding her, and the only lead that she had was that Venera had gotten herself on a train and gone to Cherry Falls several weeks ago. So you guys got on a train and you traveled across the countryside towards Cherry Falls. Along the way, you were hired to investigate a disabled train that had closed your route, and investigating this train, you discovered that it had been attacked by a gang of cactus outlaws called Los Cinco Espinados, aka the Spiky Five. This gang had killed everyone on the train, except that they had instead abducted two of the passengers, specifically Top and Yo-Yo Pendleton, Marble's brothers, who were on the train to meet him in Cherry Falls. You guys suspected that the true culprit pulling the strings behind this abduction was Vanguard Ethertech International, a military technology company that has some beef with Marble. Specifically, they want technology that Marble has for themselves, and Marble has refused to sell it to them. They also have some beef with Bones, having stolen his radio tower and currently in a patent dispute with him. So with all that, you moved on to Cherry Falls, learned about the Espinados, learned that they are known to make their headquarters somewhere in the territory of Blackwood, which is quite suspicious since Blackwood is also home to a Vanguard Ethertech factory where technology is produced. In addition, Cadence found out that her missing colleague, Venera, had met up with a guy named Kageyori, a name that Patches actually knows as the dirty work guy and fixer for Vanguard, kind of the guy who does their criminal dealings, and that Kageyori and Venera had set off to Blackwood as well. As if you needed more proof that Vanguard was somehow involved, when Marble went to check out the mech fight situation, he found that all the rare specialty crafting parts that he was hoping to win from the fight had recently been purchased by none other than Vanguard's CEO, Mick Eisenhower. So with all signs pointing to Vanguard and to Blackwood, you guys postponed the mech fight, made your way to Blackwood, met the town sheriff, Bill Statler, who told you where you could find the Espinados, an abandoned mining town called Whiskerbush, and offered you a handsome bounty to bring them in, dead or alive. You guys also learned, secretly, that Bill Statler is a vampire. You have some reason to distrust him, especially thinking he might be in Vanguard's pocket. So instead of following Bill's directions and heading to Whiskerbush, he pretended to accept the job so that he would give you horses, and then rode off to the nearby factory, hoping to find the twins and or Venera there. You did an absolutely batshit heist, broke into the factory, killed some guards.
So much fun.
Narrowly escaped with a bunch of paperwork and documents and magic items from the factory, but still found no sign of the twins.
You turned your Wonder Wonder into a tree.
You did do that.
And then
That
I
did
dropped a
happen.
volt on top of Boss.
Dropped a huge ass safe on Boss's head. It really was one of the most apeshit sessions we've ever had. What you did find at the factory, though you didn't find the twins or Venera, was a bunch of documents. And once you had some time to review them, you learned that Venera did come to the factory, but there was no record of her leaving. There were, however, records of two very large crates being shipped off to another city called Anuvalar around the time of Venera's visit, one of which was marked as containing a live specimen in stasis. With lots of speculations and theories going on about what those crates contained, you guys made some loose plans to go to Anuvalar next after this chapter of your journey is over. The other thing you found in the factory was a replica of Marble's power core, the piece of technology that they have tried unsuccessfully to purchase from him. This was confusing because Marble has never created any written schematic of his power core or shared its designs with anyone, keeping them exclusively stored in the safety of his mind. Piecing together clues, you guys thought that maybe Vanera, a dream sorcerer, might have somehow retrieved the designs from Marble's dreams, and could even be gathering information from all of your dreams. Who knows? Except Patches, who famously does not dream, ever.
What?
You guys don't know that in character, but we did one session where I asked you all what you all dreamed, and above table I forgot to ask Sochi. But we did state canonically after the fact, Patches doesn't dream.
Yeah.
You don't remember having dreamed since arriving in this world, Patches.
That's true.
With all that information in tow, but no closer to saving the twins, you guys next rode off to the abandoned mining town of Whiskerbush, where you confronted Los Cinco Espinados, killing all but 2 of them, their leader Masanuki, and a strange little cactus person named Beans. And this is where the last session was. Interrogating them, you learned that the Espinados were in fact in cahoots with Sheriff Bill Statler of Blackwood. He had hired them to abduct the twins, and then to kill Marble and Bones when they came around looking for them. The twins themselves, much to your frustration, were not here in Whiskerbush, having been handed over to Bill Statler after their abduction. So, after getting all the information you need from Masanuki and Beans, there was a kind of heated debate about what to do with them. Boss wanted to execute them on the spot for the heinous mass murders he witnessed at the train that they attacked, and would have been within legal rights to do so because they were wanted dead or alive. Marble, on the other hand, wanted to bring them back to Cherry Falls to face the criminal justice system proper. Eventually, you guys decided to put it to a vote. Cadence deferred and gave her vote to Marble, since he was the most personally affected, and argued that others should do the same. Most of the party agreed, and Marble won the vote. And with your prisoners in tow, you guys rode back towards Blackwood once again to confront Sheriff Bill and save the twins once and for all. But that night, while camping in the wilderness, Cadence woke Boss up for his watch and asked him to come with her to take the prisoners out into the wilderness, under the guise of letting them relieve themselves. Ghost, who was also awake at the time because he doesn't sleep, could tell that Cadence had ulterior motives, and sent a conjured servant along to make sure that no one got hurt. Away from the camp, Cadence, with some help from Boss, freed Beans, the prisoner who had been cooperative and helpful earlier, and sent them on their way. She then attempted to execute Masanuki, the leader of the Spiky Five, but in the process, Cadence was disarmed by Ghost's conjured servant. Boss, watching from a distance, saw a struggle and, assuming the worst, ran up and killed Masanuki. The following morning, Cadence tried to tell the party that the prisoners had attempted to escape in the night, but using necromancy to talk to Masanuki's dead corpse, Ghost revealed that she was lying in what had actually happened. Cadence doubled down, claiming to have done nothing wrong, saying she was acting in protection and love for Marble. Boss expressed his own frustration at being used and manipulated, to which Cadence lashed out at him and accused him of being out of touch with regular people and unfit to lead his country. With the vibes having gone fully rancid, you guys packed your bags, and with a heavy cloud of tension hanging over the party, rode off towards Blackwood in the hopes of reaching town in time to save the twins. That's where we are now. Alright, so assume you listened to absolutely none of that, Patches, and as a reward for not listening at all, here's your inspiration. Welcome home and your glorious return.
Congratulations on doing really well with your training.
Yeah, you did it.
Hell yeah. The other inspiration goes to Boss. There were, for the record, literally every one of you earned inspiration, but I got to be a reasonable DM and only give it to a few of you. You had many incredible roleplay moments throughout the episode, but this is for preventing Bones from becoming a cactus by punting an Aractus into the desert.
Hell yeah.
We come back in as you guys had left your camp behind, again, kind of still stewing in some tension, and had a day's travel before you to get to Blackwood once again. Boss had taken the kind of laborious time to physically dig a grave and bury the body of Masanuki, so you get a little bit of a late start on your morning for that and other reasons. You guys also, powwowed for quite a while in the morning. Marvel did some crafting, etc. So
I have one level of exhaustion, correct?
yes, you have level exhaustion. I think everybody else is normal at this point.
I still have one.
Okay. Oh, right. Just get 2 at one point. So, with all of that, we are going to have somebody, whoever wants to, make a survival check with advantage. I think with the exhaustion, Ghost might be the best for this mechanically. Bones, go with your hand raised
I will
first.
say, I'm going to use my new needle that Marble made me, and I will do the relaxation one so I'm unaffected by exhaustion.
Okay, great. So yeah, that morning you put your magic needle on your record player and listen to some relaxing music, and you can feel like a magical wash of relaxation coming over your muscles, untense. You feel a little more awake.
What does this do?
The needle thing? The magical effect of it is that I am not affected by exhaustion. I can't gain more exhaustion, and I'm immune to charm and fear.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
It's very relaxed. So,
Also think-
several people in this party have survival proficiency, so one person can do with advantage. I do believe Ghost has the best modifier. I don't know if Ghost is in a place to be willing to lead this. Go ahead, boss. You got
I was
something.
gonna say, even though horses are kind of somewhat boss's thing, I don't think he's in the mindset to want to lead right now.
Sure.
So I'm gonna relinquish that
Yeah,
entirely.
Bones is happy to help if nobody else wants to do it. I've got a +3.
I have a +4, but I've never been to a desert before,
That's
so
fair.
All right, cool. So we can have
I'll
Bones.
roll with you. I'll say like, I feel quite tired, but if you need my help, you can let me know.
I would appreciate
I'll roll
it.
with a.
You don't need to roll at all. Just you and Ghost are giving Bones help, so he gets advantage. That's how that works mechanically.
15 total.
15. Okay, great. That was the DC.
Nice.
Exactly hits. Excellent work. I'm going to zoom out here a little bit. You guys spend the day traveling through the Toulouscan Badland. You manage to find where there is the rare groundwater, so you can stop to water yourselves and water the horses. You probably encourage your party to take, an hour in the shade at the hottest part of the day to avoid driving into further exhaustion. On the 15 survival check, Bones, you keep track of the sun over the course of the day, and also watches. You guys can just look at the time and sort of estimating when the sundown will be. You, for whatever it's worth, don't think that you're going to get to Blackwood before nightfall.
Right.
The time that you're making is that you're going to probably get there, a little after sundown.
Then at some point, as sun is getting low but not quite setting, 4 or 5, I do kind of look back to everybody and say, which is more important to us? Do we want to get back quickly, or do we want to get back during the daytime when he is presumably weaker?
Sorry, point of clarification. With 15, you cannot get back before nightfall. The check that you've already done factors in how long it's going to take you.
What I mean is it possible for us to arrive in the middle of the night tonight?
I see what you're saying. I'm so sorry. I misunderstood that you're trying to arrive during the day. So yes, you can delay and arrive later if you wish to.
The option I'm presenting to the party is, do we want to push and show up in the middle of the night tonight when he is strong, or do we want to camp one more night so that we show up in the daytime when he's presumably weak? But it does mean that your twin brothers have another night there.
Can I see
unwatched.
how it might affect this?
Sure, yeah.
So I have in my inventory written books that I have about this continent, the cities, and nature. Would that actually be able to boost this at all? If it has things about this continent and also maybe
There's a
desert
chance that
survival?
I would let you stretch that to give him more advantage. He already has advantage.
But it's not like a.
No, there's nothing. A bunch of help is just help.
I do believe that it might not be in our best interest to try to approach him in the middle of the night. But at the same time, we do not know where he slumbers.
True, that is true. We also do not know exactly where he is keeping the twins.
Anyone proficient in insight, roll me an insight check. Anyone who wants to, I should say.
$18.
18,
21.
21, 11 from Patches.
11 as well.
11.
17.
17. Okay, I think of the 18 and the 17 from Ghost and Cadence. There's just something nagging in the back of your mind telling you that urgency is present here. And I think you, have trouble putting words to why you feel a sense of urgency, but you can just kind of feel it. On a 21 boss, it strikes you, Sheriff Bill, you guys, here's what I'll say. You're in your mind replaying the last couple of days, probably a little bit replaying last night, and then also just kind of replaying the last couple of days as you guys are talking about what to do here. Maybe thinking about being in Blackwood and where his hiding place may be and stuff. And you're thinking back to the fact that you left Blackwood with Sheriff Bill having given you horses and told you head to Whiskerbush, you'll get these twins or go get the gang, etc. Obviously that was a ruse, but nonetheless, you guys left at a certain time, right? You went to the factory, which already delayed your timeline a little bit, went to Whiskerbush. The way I'll say it, it's been now, I think, 2 days, 2.5 days. It's been longer than it would be for Bill to expect some kind of response.
Sure.
I think you think that if Bill wakes up tonight and still hasn't gotten word from the Espinados, he's probably going to assume the worst.
Yeah.
Now, what he does with that information, you don't know. But just saying that, probably Bill is expecting to have heard back from the Espanados one way or another by now.
Okay.
So do with that information what you will.
All right, I'll take that. I do believe that they will expect us back sooner than later for the purpose that they sent us with these horses to go to them in the first place, and we spent all this time at the warehouse. However, he does not know if we took diversion, if we went elsewhere. So maybe he doesn't know. Maybe he doesn't expect us to necessarily come back right away. And I'm sure at this point he's heard of the havoc that we created at the warehouse. I'm sure he's heard of this at this point. So maybe he believes that was us, and now he's still expecting us to be traveling through desert.
The most likely thing is that he has not heard anything from the Espanados, and he would normally have received a report by now, yes.
But if he heard about the problems at the warehouse, he may assume that was us.
That's true. Certainly, yeah. It's a very reasonable assumption. Yeah.
So at this point, I believe it is important for us to get back. But do I believe that we need to follow in the middle of night? I'm not sure. I'll leave this to the party.
So you guys are kind of having this conversation as you've stopped by a little river and are watering the horses at about midday or so.
Regardless, we have no way to contact him or find him during the day. So,
Right.
Do we want to approach at night?
I mean, Nathul has sunlight,
That is true. Can you do that spell again?
right?
I can. I will.
Sorry,
I want to make it very clear that if me having the spell is our sort of win condition in this situation. Vampires are notorious for their ability to manipulate people's minds. It would be wise for me to stay further back in that case.
And well guarded.
Yeah.
Right.
Morisco has smites? No?
Riskodons.
It is also worth mentioning. I'm glad you brought this up. I was going to ask because I don't know what vampires are. I don't know what they do. They can control the mind, though, you say, with magic.
It's what I've heard, at least.
So if anyone wants to, Morisco did a What's a Vampire check and did not do well on it. He didn't do terrible, but he didn't do great on it. If anyone wants to do a What's a Vampire check, I would call that, nature, or I would allow even Arcana here because it's a necromancy graded thing.
Wow.
+7.
The next question then is, does anyone have a way to locate him? I don't. I have no way of tracking them down. Or even not necessarily him, we just need the twins. Presumably he will be there too. But does anyone have a locate object or a locate person or a way that we can try to find the twins?
Patches is looking around at the sky.
The closest thing that I have is, I know what they smell like.
That's fair. That is something.
That helps.
Yeah.
I can do a look at the object if I have a time or two to prepare it.
Yeah, you could prepare it this morning. It's totally fine. And you've seen Sheriff Bill, so you could do a locate object on his badge. It's something that you saw that would be unique to him.
Or something that you know the twins have. Do they have anything that they would for sure have on them even through all of this?
Uh-huh.
What's that?
Hat, necklace, watch.
You're confident that they would still have it as prisoners? We have not found it left behind,
It's
I
a heart.
suppose, but
They could also be holding these in a chest or something.
that's true. They would be nearby unless they dumped them.
I guess, do I know if like one of them has like a sentimental keepsake, like a handkerchief or something that wouldn't be like valuable for someone to steal?
Fillings?
A gold tooth.
Gold
I
tooth?
don't think any of them have gold teeth.
Have you ever smelled their mouths?
You have smelled their
Maybe.
mouths. A thing that's helping you here is you have their luggage, so you can kind of process of elimination some things.
He's probably wearing this shirt because, you know.
Right. You've got all the stuff that they're not wearing. I'll say that, so yes, there are certain keepsakes and things that you are sure that they would have on their person. They both have. I would let you decide something your brothers carry on them that you assume they have. The question mark that you don't have the answer to is, would that have been taken away from them in how many days of captivity?
Right.
Just going based off of how Kuki culture is based off of Japanese. Probably some
Yeah.
type of talisman from like when they visited their grandparents last.
Yeah,
they last
totally.
for like a year, so like they haven't refreshed it yet, but they probably still have it on there.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. Yeah, something that they keep on them in their pocket all the time. Kind of.
That is certainly an option. That would be good. If we do go tonight, we need to know where we're going.
Quick
Okay.
question for the DM.
Yeah.
When is the next long rest? Because I'm out of my preparation points, so I just want to know. I don't.
Today is the 8th of brightness. When you wake up tomorrow will be the 9th of brightness, another short rest. The day after that is the 10th of brightness, a long rest.
Gotcha.
Every 5 days,
not,
right?
not,
Or is every-
so not tomorrow, but the next day is a long rest. So anyway, Patches has a locate object and has a way to locate at least Sheriff Bill and potentially the twins, as long as they haven't had things taken away from them, which you just don't know for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna ask a question about that. It's like, has locate object always been this bad?
Yeah, it's
You can
blocked by-
only
yeah.
you can only find if it's within 1,000 feet of you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
limited range. You can't find someone miles away or anything.
We'll also be
I will say
blocked by
though,
like a
like-
stone.
I will also say the town of Blackwood is. You did. Oh, hang on. Let me show you the map.
I was going to say, medieval
you were
settlements
here.
are not that big. Yeah.
This here is the town of Blackwood. It's a itty bitty little old west town. It's probably not 1,000 feet by 1,000 feet. At least not that like main city center. So, the sheriff's office is right here. If you stood kind of in the middle of this crossroads here, you'd be within 1,000 feet of everything on this map, at least. Unless now it's possible he's left Blackwood town
Yeah.
or whatever. But
Okay. I also have a question. You said we can do vampire check.
yes.
Oh, yeah, we never did that.
Can I have advantage because of my background and the people that I used to be around?
I'm going to say yes, absolutely.
Because of 18.
Exactly. Yeah.
You are well acquainted with a vampire. That's a very good point.
16.
16, okay. 16, especially given, I'm going to essentially give you like a lore bonus here for your background, puts you at a 19. In another life, you literally traveled and worked with a vampire for, a couple month long whirlwind adventure. You know stuff about vampires. I'll say at a 19, you know the sort of like classic vampire weaknesses. Sunlight, very, very fucking bad for them. Running water, like a river or creek or whatever, very, very bad for them. You know that if they are in their resting place and you stab a wooden stake into their heart, they are essentially toast. That doesn't work all the time, but only in their resting place. You know that when they are killed and they're like mortal form, they sort of explode into a cloud of mist and go back to their resting place. So to be like really killed, they need to be killed at their resting place, or that scorched in sunlight that undoes that little trait. As far as the charm thing, yes, you know that vampires famously can sort of glamour people, can charm them. But one of the things that you know at a 19 that kind of stands out, a lot of magic, when you charm someone, they know they're charmed afterwards. They like snap out of it like, oh shit, what happened to me? With a vampire's charm, a person who's charmed never knows that they were ever charmed. They kind of, their mind like rationalizes like, oh, that guy was really cool or whatever, you know what I mean? So if someone who's charmed by him would not like realize that they were charmed.
All of that.
Okay.
All that.
That is useful. It sounds like the charm is indeed maybe the most dangerous part of them. So, whoever I think is most vital, which I assume would be Ghost because of the ability to make sunlight on demand. If we do wait till tomorrow, I'll give you immunity from charm. But it sounds like we're going to push tonight anyway. So this charm ability, it seems like the sort of thing that would be extremely dangerous if we are caught alone. But if we are all together, we will notice if somebody is acting strange.
Is this a charm that can be broken if we're hit?
The charm breaks if the person who charmed you or any of their companions do anything harmful to you. A notable exception to that on the 19 from Patches, the vampire charm explicitly says that it makes you a willing participant for their bite, as in you let them bite you and it does not count as them harming you.
Got it.
So their bite like automatically hits you and does not break the charm.
But no other repeated saves, nothing like that.
No repeated saves, nothing like that,
Damn.
unless you are damaged or by them or their companions.
By them or their companion. Got it. Okay. Oh, that's rough. Okay.
Could the priest be under his charm?
Is it an indefinite charm? Is it...
On a 19 Patches, I'll give you what like the baseline ability is. The normal charm that you remember your dear friend 18 having, or at least a full-fledged vampire, lasts for 24 hours and then it kind of wears off. On a 19, I think you've probably heard or vaguely remember hearing that like vampires will sometimes long-term enthrall somebody by charming them over and over and over and over again for years or months, and that can kind of have more long-lasting lingering effects. But ordinarily, baseline, it'll break after 24 hours.
But then they could just reappeal
So if they
it.
do that enough times, it can kind of like
So like every
fry-
night he could
fry the brain
just
a
go
little
to the
bit.
church and be like, "Hey, my man,"
Right.
and then gotcha.
Gotcha.
And there's a weird thing too, where like it's interesting that it says that they don't realize they were charmed by you, because I feel like if you're magically charmed by someone every day for years and never realize it was magic, you eventually just are actually a good friend with them. You know what I mean? Eventually, your brain is just like, oh, that guy's cool. I like that guy. We're friends. They probably don't have to keep charming you forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, don't feel like it's years.
Yeah,
Probably not.
Way less
I
than
get
that.
you for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And
So
you
you
don't-
That would probably do it.
Yeah, if you meet someone at a party and you just find them so goddamn cool that night, but then you don't see them again, you're like, wow, that guy was really cool, but you like probably don't think of them as a good friend forever. But if you spend a couple weeks with somebody and are just gravitated toward them and think they're the best that whole time, then even after they stop using the magic, it's not like you're gonna be like, oh,
This guy's protecting the town. Get on him.
right, good on him.
Get on him. Get on him.
Yeah.
Okay, well, how are we feeling? Do we go tonight, or would we sleep one more day? Do we wish to vote? We've had a rough history with voting. Or do you want to simply make an executive decision? And at that point, he looks to several people.
Right.
When would we make it? If we went.
What time would we land?
On your current timeline, with a 15 survival check, you guys are going to get there like an hour after sundown, probably like 8 p.m.
So to be clear, we wouldn't be pushing exhaustion. We would only be
you're-
missing daylight.
Right. If you're 15 survival check, you are not at any risk of exhaustion. The day's travels are going well. You just aren't making exceptional time,
Right,
which
right.
is what it would have taken to get there. I'll give you the mechanic. Had you gotten 20 or more, you could have gotten there like with 15 minutes before
Sure.
sunset or something.
Ghost, how many times can you do this daylight thing?
I could do it twice at present.
I see.
Uh,
And it is
with
a...
some more time, I could potentially do it more than that, but
Right. It is a concentration thing?
no.
It is not. It's just... How long does it last?
Up to an hour.
If I remember right, do you like put it on an object like the light cantrip, or is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you
Yeah,
could use.
I could put two onto two different bullets.
Could you also?
I'm just now. I know you thought about this like literally months of real life ago, Drake. But putting daylight on a bullet
Yeah.
and shooting it into a vampire,
pretty sick.
just roasting them.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I love it.
I do love that. It also has the added benefit of, if it is chambered, I assume that, like the light cantrip, it will be totally invisible. Like, it won't emit the light until I
Well-
shoot it, right?
Well, it'll emit out of the barrel.
Yeah, you'll put
Like
like
a
a
laser
flashlight
pointer.
situation.
Put a cork in
But
it.
But it's
hit you-
chambered. It's kind of a concealed, deadly weapon. Okay, that makes me a little more confident if we do go tonight. Ghost, you were leaning towards tonight. What is everybody else thinking?
I think going at night is unnecessarily risky, but I mean, last time we were fighting him, he took a lot of damage from those undead. He's not unkillable.
Yeah.
I feel biased.
That's okay. You're allowed to be biased. It is a situation that affects you more than us.
If my brothers are in more danger, I would rather get there tonight. But it does make it more difficult for us.
It will make it more difficult for us, yes.
Is there maybe a in between?
No. Unless we can undo time and show up an hour earlier.
Unless you guys have some way to massively accelerate your travel for the next 6 hours or whatever. It's about it's about like noon or 1 right now. You guys are kind of in shade right now so that you don't get exhausted and get scorched.
We are already doing the in-between, which is bringing 2 daylight bullets with us.
Do have a question for you.
Yeah.
If this comes down to having to commit a murder to save your brothers, can you do this? To save your brothers. People that would gladly kill you and your brothers.
I guess I'm not sure.
It does bear noting to interject in this relevant to the conversation with you knowing of vampires. There is no such thing as a non-lethal strike on a vampire. When you reduce it to 0 hit points, it turns into mist and goes to its resting place. If you want Bill gone, you have to kill him. There will be no knock him out, take him to the authorities, whatever. The stat block specifically says not killed when they are reduced to 0 hit points. Non-lethal or not. They turn back to their form and go back to their resting place.
So this is us talking about not just a vampire, but potentially his enthralled. If this happens, to save your brothers, are you able to make this choice?
Well, the enthralled seem like they're just innocent people.
But if it is your brothers or them?
Patches, if we kill the vampire, are the thralls freed or destroyed?
On a 19, you're not totally sure. On a 19, so let me rephrase that a little bit. You rolled a 19. If Bill has charmed a person and is in that first 24-hour window or whatever, and you kill him, the spell will end and it will be uncharmed. You don't know about someone who's been charmed by him for weeks, months, years, if it will immediately break or if they'll be kind of stuck in it.
I do not know.
I feel more comfortable killing a vampire, but not the thralls.
Will you be upset with us if we kill the thralls out of necessity?
I haven't so far.
I know that we are dealing with a lot right now, and I believe that most of what we're dealing with is not because we have differences in morality or standards, but simply that we are not communicating well and being on the same page. If we go into this tonight, I want us all on the same page. I'm going to kill a vampire, and if necessary, I will kill the thralls to get your brothers back.
He nods. He kind of grows quiet for a bit.
Does the daylight spell count as sunlight?
Yes, explicitly it is
Yeah.
sunlight.
If I needed, I could also prepare the daylight spell.
That is great news. That tips the scales in our favor even more. It sounds like we do not have many votes one way or the other, but the votes that we do have are to go tonight. Are we all on the same page?
Just nods around to the table.
Does this feel like a very important question?
Which one?
Yes.
Oh, about whether or not to... possibly important enough for augury, if that's what you're wondering. You could do an augury ritual. Importantly, if you do it now, any future auguries today will have a chance of being incorrect.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking of casting divination.
Yeah. That's divination gives you what, a yes or a no, I believe?
Divination gives you an answer. It's usually cryptic or short or a rhyme or something, but it is a full answer to a question.
Yeah, I get a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur.
Meta, the more useful information is where are the twins?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll use my deck of oracles to cast
Okay,
divination.
outstanding. You get out this deck of cards. It's kind of like a tarot deck. And just as everyone's like arguing about whether to go or not, you just like sit down on the ground and start shuffling cards.
I like solitude.
You starts flipping over some cards to get an omen for the day's plans. And what is you're just asking essentially, if we look for the twins today, where will we find them?
Yes.
All right. You flip over some of these cards. The first one you flip over is sort of the equivalent of the like death card in a tarot deck. It's kind of like a Grim Reaper, and you watch on the card the fangs of the skull extend long. It's clear to you this card is Bill, but this is the vampire. And then you flip over a card that is the like the tower or the castle from a tarot deck. It's sort of like a keep, and you see that behind the gate of the keep, you see manifesting on the card the shape of the death card of essentially Bill inside of this keep. And then you find a card you flip over. I don't think there's a real tarot equivalent to this, but it's the planet. It's planet Earth, and it's like the core, the inside of the planet. It's like underneath the crust of the planet. So you essentially get Bill's keep under the crust of the earth.
Time to go back to the Underdark, guys.
They just hear me, but they don't even know what I'm doing, and I'm sitting there with the cards back. That's really confusing. I don't get it.
If you like, you can roll me a Arcana check to try to decode your own spell, or Insight. Insight's totally fine too. Probably better for you.
26.
26 is brilliant. The twins, you think, are underground beneath Bill's quote-unquote keep, which you guess is either his house or the sheriff's office.
I'm just like sitting there like, I know where they are.
Where are they?
My mind's a little hazy right now. If only someone could help with that.
Do you want a bribe? What do you want? What do you...
It's kind of dark out. I say at like noon.
Absolutely blazing
In the middle of the day in the
So I had a
desert.
little bit of light.
There's that shimmery, like, heat, gas look over. You can't even, like, see the horizon.
Maybe I could read these cards a better.
I'll give you one of my 12 candles.
Okay.
It's not as hazy anymore. They are under Bill's keep underground.
Oh, under the side deck, where the other skulls came from.
It's here that I can kind of say how goddamn close you guys were, like, 6 sessions ago to just finding them and me being like, oh, fuck, my whole plot.
Can you stop digging under my deck?
Marble was straight up digging underneath the deck to see, like, where did these skulls come from?
Hey, Marble, I believe that you may have been onto something.
I could smell them.
Yeah. When Deputy Merrill walked over, I was like, hey, can you stop digging under there? I was trying to play it so cool while I was, like, fucking sweating.
It's a good thing that Marble's a fucking dweeb rule follower.
Okay, well, we have a heading, and that also kind of... There's not going to be daylight under there anyway, so it doesn't matter if we arrive tonight, so I think we should arrive tonight.
Now, actually, hold on, let me look at the divination spell really fast. I think just as you're about to put the deck of cards away, having arrived at this conclusion, feeling good about it, you look one more time at the castle card, the keep and Bill inside the door, and you watch the tiny little image on the inside of the card of Bill disappearing inside of the keep, like he walks into the door and disappears. And you see him like walk down a set of stairs. 26, interpreting your results thing. The thing that might change between now and you arriving there is he very well may go down and get them out of there based on not having heard back from the Espinados.
Thankfully, the lighter from the candle showed the extra little detail to him. I believe time might be of the essence here.
As if there weren't already the thought that time was of the essence.
I think we need to get a move on. I think we show up and raid that place as fast as we can.
All right. So with those plans laid based on some divination and some scheming, you guys continue the day's travel. Again, following the same 15 survival check, you guys have another sort of 6 or 7 hours of travel through the day. Bones continuing to lead the way with some help from Boss and from Ghost and from Marble with his book out, kind of referencing the landscape and finding nearby rivers to stop at. And the day's travels are, again, mechanically uneventful. You aren't attacked, you don't see anything. You pass by some more little towns that you give kind of a wide berth, I presume. Continue to see wildlife and buzzards and tumbleweeds blowing across the path, but otherwise your day is hot and sweaty and tiring, but no mechanical effects. Around 7:30 p.m. or so, you can see the sun beginning to set below the horizon and know you're still, 45 minutes or so away from Blackwood, but to the point where you can't quite see it on the horizon yet, but you know that it's, you recognize where you are and you know you're getting close to Blackwood. Anyone want to do or say or prepare or anything along that travel? Go ahead, Ghost.
I'd love to. Before we leave that camp, I will go over to Marble and just say, Marble, I don't know if you'd be interested, but I have this book that you might enjoy. And I'm going to hand him one of my fiction books. And then just to Marble, I will tell him, if I should die suddenly or disappear overnight, cut open the cover and read what's inside.
He blanches. He kind of looks around. Thank you. Yeah. What's it about?
It's about a group of soldiers who are killed abruptly, and then several decades later they all get raised as animated skeletons. It's a comedy, a lot of slapstick, so might help calm your mind.
Metaphor? Okay, yeah. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. And I will leave it at that.
As we get close, I just like to pull out my lens, climb to a small cliff, and 2 miles out. Just do some.
Okay. I'll let you know when you get within 2 miles. Just defer to that right now.
I do want to talk to Boss. We'll ride my horse up and kind of just like nod ahead so that we can kind of get ahead of the group. Hey, how are you doing?
How am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm very tired.
I bet.
How are you doing?
Pushing through. Trying to stay focused.
Focus on your brothers.
For now, yeah.
Same. They are good boys.
Thank you. I really appreciate everything.
What is everything?
Everything you've done. Helping. You've been very kind.
Thank you for this.
I've been working on something. It's not finished yet. He'll like reach into a saddlebag and probably almost fall off his horse because he's not very dexterous. He pulls out some loose papers with some writings. I'll have to wait until we get back to Cherry Falls, but I've started. This might help. And he hands you a document that contains the specific parts that are needed to build these machines, and some places where they might be able to be found, and some places that refine ether salt. Supply chains disruption could help.
What am I looking at?
Where EtherTech is going to be getting some of their equipment for the war.
Well, these are the machines.
This is the parts that are rare, needed. But not all of them. I need to pull some strings. Talk to other artificers. But if you can stop them from getting some of this, it could weaken the invading army.
Boss, what you're physically handed is when you guys stole a bunch of documents from Vanguard the other day. A stack of essentially like shipping receipts and purchase orders and stuff that's boring business paperwork. I described it as, but the quote unquote boring business paperwork shows where Vanguard buys the part that they need and got their ether salt and stuff like that. So we can look at some rolls when you get back to town to figure out exactly how much you know. But essentially, Marvel is kind of like circled and earmarked some things to show like this is where Vanguard gets the parts that they're using to build the power core and the stuff that they were using. Well, the power core not, but the mech suit. That they're presumably, you think anyway, building to give to Chernaya and to attack your homeland. And Marvel's essentially saying like, I can, type some more connections when we get back to Bear City and try to find more information for you on where Vanguard is getting the parts that they're using to attack, your homeland, feed to Chernaya.
Marvel, this is very helpful information. To me, I don't know how I'm going to get this to anybody else at this time, but I do appreciate this is at least what do you call a minor advantage, and I appreciate this.
Yeah. You don't have any way to talk to anyone?
Not right now. Not fast. There is one person, but it's on their time.
Yeah, the whole time you've been away from home, essentially, just your lifeline is Pradikar was told to check in on you from time to time. And he's doing that much more often now that he knows your situation, but...
That's also what I mean when I say, like, there is someone who can talk to me on their time.
How?
I don't...
If I can know.
The dream spell.
Not romancy.
Oh. Can you control any of it?
Not at all. They come to
we
me.
could find out where they are on a map, and you could share it. Maybe just disrupt the supply lines.
If they contact me, and I can share this information with them, there is a good chance that they can do something else with this, and for that I will study these documents as thoroughly as possible until they contact me. I will study them every day and every night, in hopes that they contact me soon so I can share this information in my dreams without discord or disruption. And I thank you for this.
Of course.
You, confuse me.
What do you mean?
I think that your heart is very good. I think that you mean very well. And I believe at all times you are trying to make sure that you do the good that you see that you can do.
Yeah, and that confuses you?
Sometimes the decisions that need to be made are not decisions that you can make.
I understand that. I know that my way isn't everyone's.
Have you had a hard life?
Compared to some, no.
This is not a problem. I'm not trying to judge you. I'm just asking what you feel of your life.
It's been good.
I met your parents. They were very beautiful people.
Yeah. What about you? I know that recently it's been shit.
What is?
Your life? How I don't really know anything about you. Other than you come from royal, high, upper class.
Come from. At this point, seems kind of difficult to agree with. Yes, come from, but maybe not belong, and maybe not will have. I don't know how to talk about this at this time.
You don't have to.
What do you know? I have
You come from Harsaman.
Yes.
You care for your people, but the way you talk about your people, you seem to have some responsibility.
I do. Yes. This is a thing.
But that's about it. You were sent to study.
Yes. And that right there, I think, triggers him a bit, and he just stares off for a second as they trot along with the horses.
Yeah, few seconds, minutes go by. If you think you're like, Marble Boss goes like weirdly quiet for what Boss you would feel as like a few seconds, and what Marble is actually like 15, 20 solid seconds.
Just staring straight at me. Just, yes, I was sent to I was sent to study, and I did for 3 years. Beautiful years. I learned so much. In the dragon cult. You know the dragon cult, the one that we encountered. Took every single bit of it away from me. Almost. I got to save one friend, thank you. To you, and to everyone in this party. I got to save one friend, my mentor. And bring him back to safety. But besides that, everything else is seemingly more dark every day.
Well, if it's any consultation, I believe in you, and I'm here. I have to help.
Those are kind words. At this time, I do not see how you help. I appreciate companionship, but in this moment, I'm not sure how you and I quite align. Besides just getting through this hard time. And your quite generous gift of these schematics and informations.
Well, I can't go home. So I'm just kind of going, I guess.
You have no home now.
If I go home, they'll find us.
Where is home for you now?
Well, kind of like looks around here.
Are you talking about Daybreak City is your home? No?
Mm-hmm.
And they will definitely find you there.
Yeah.
What is it that you, what is it that you, Marble, need next? Besides your brothers, I understand these. We will find your brothers. Besides brothers, what is next? Parents?
Hopefully not. They're in Oku.
Do you believe that they could be found there? Yes.
Yeah.
So where is safety for you? Is it Cadence? Do you feel safe with Cadence?
Yes.
How so? That you were protected by Cadence, or that you are actually safe with Cadence?
He stops and kind of thinks, trying to figure out how to say this in the most concise way possible. I know that you may not see her the way I do, especially with what happened last night. It's complicated, I guess.
Oh, quite.
I guess maybe I don't have a good answer.
I like this visual. As we're talking like this softly between each other, that we're just softly clopping
Yeah, absolutely.
across the desert. Mm-hmm. And you say you don't have the answer? Boss goes, no, you don't. And just kind of trots ahead slightly.
I don't always do this, but Seth, if you are comfortable to do so, would you describe a little bit of just what Boss is thinking? What is on his mind and heart as he gives this sort of, I don't want to call it a cold shoulder, but a little bit of a frosty shoulder to
Slightly
Marble.
frosty. Boss doesn't really trust Marble,
Sure.
fully. How do I say? I don't want to sound I don't want to editorialize my own character, but Boss definitely meant what he said yesterday about wanting to go ahead and commit the execution.
Right.
Marble was the one who stuck up fully against him, had everybody else vote for it,
Sure.
including Cadence. And so now Boss ooh, what am I trusting? What am I doing?
Sure.
I'm not pushing fully away from these people because they have done me so well over the last few weeks. They've done me the best that people have done me in a long time.
Right.
But how do I fully just lock in and say oh yeah, we're good now. Thanks for this paperwork. We're best friends again.
Yes.
That's it. I think that's it.
Yeah, not like an animosity.
No,
just
I'm not. I'm not angry. It's just
still processing a lot.
yeah. I don't want to. I don't want to really talk to you right now.
Right.
I did say what I said about finding your brothers. I will gladly find your brothers. Your brothers will come back safe as far as I'm concerned, as long as I can help it.
Yeah.
And thank you for the paperwork. But once again, past that, why else are we acquainted at this moment? I think that's kind of a big cyclone. Not a question, just a cyclone.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not even necessarily coming from a rational place. It's just a spiral of.
And I think that's
feelings.
also part of why Boss trots ahead is if I say more, I might say something mean.
Right.
I'm I'm not. That's not Boss.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna trot ahead.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
You trot ahead. Marble kind of left just a little bit behind you. Obviously not far. You guys are all kind of moving at a pace with each other, but make an obvious gesture to kind of move away from this conversation.
I would say Marble does scoff.
I'm sorry. What else did you want to say? I'm sorry. And I slow down.
He kind of will talk. Well, I didn't really want to say. Just
Oh, you had something to say?
you're upset with me.
Just a little bit, yes. I believe I kind of expressed this yesterday. And may I preface by saying I understand that we all have different views on how these hands shall be dealt, and how law shall be given and justified. But within these lands, as we already know, having understood the heinous crimes that these people had executed, quite literally, we were in right, and I felt it was best interest to perform these acts. I'm not mad at you for having your own will. What's
Moral
the word?
compass?
There's the words. Yes. Not bad at this at all. I feel slightly betrayed by the fact that, having had voted upon these things, having seen what had occurred between Cadence and myself, how quickly you were willing to just accept that they had happened once Cadence told you they had happened. And that made me feel that I was quite not just a pawn in Cadence's hand, but also negligent in the mind and games of yourself. As I didn't feel like I was a pertinent character.
Perhaps I misrepresented myself. I'm really upset. But I'm trying to keep my head and us together to save my brothers.
I will help, always, to save your brothers.
I'm upset with you.
For?
I trusted you.
With?
The prisoners. He'll point to your fists. You can use those. You knocked him out with your sword before, but in this instance, you chose the knife.
I did what I thought I had to do in order to protect Cadence on that time. I saw flashes, I saw her weapon hit the ground. I ran up not knowing anything else.
But once again, you chose death instead of just knocking him out.
I wasn't afraid to kill him. And if I thought that he was going to kill Cadence, if you thought he was going to kill Cadence, are you going to once again give him the opportunity to kill Cadence one more time? How many times are you willing to knock a man out in order to just give him a life that he is willing to take of your loved?
Was she in danger?
As far as I understood at the time, yes. I found out later she was not.
Okay.
I'm ashamed of what I did.
I know. Which is why didn't want to make anything of this. But you seem to be upset with me because I forgive you?
No, that's not why I'm upset. Not at all.
You're upset because I don't want us falling apart?
I didn't want to fall apart either.
Then why are you upset with me?
I told you I was passing. I was upset with you because you were the one who asked us to vote.
I know.
Then
Bones did.
Then I'm ashamed that this is how I misremember this.
I didn't want his life in my hands.
But do you understand that sometimes in this world, on the track that we're on, there will be lives on your hands, in your hands. Evil lives. As long as yours is pure, you can know there's evil, correct? But correct?
Who am I to judge anyone?
It's not about death and life at this point. Let's just talk quick, very simple facts. Sometimes evil exists, yes?
Yes.
Sometimes they may be in front of you. Yes?
Yes.
You have to do what you feel is best at these times. And I understand, after your explanation just now, that this my misremembering is how you say? Memory is wrong. And I apologize for putting this on you again and again. However, there will be times where these are ahead of you, directly in front of you. And maybe sometimes you might even have to take these lives for Cadence. I kind of nod back. Are you willing to do these things? To save the ones you love?
Lives don't always have to be taken.
They don't always have...
Just because it's how it has been doesn't mean it's how it has to be.
If it has to be, are you willing?
If I
Are you
can't
able?
find another way, then yes. But I'll always try to find another way.
At times, lives are forfeit. And with that being said, the Masanuki, we were going to bring him back in order for him to be hung for the same treasons that he had committed, or the same reasons or murders that he had committed from our testimony. Our testimony had already been enacted, and we could have done this prior to these wrongdoings in the night at the desert. We could have done these things.
Just because a law says something is good or bad doesn't mean it's fucking true.
Yes, but then your girlfriend decides to enact these laws in the middle of the night, and you swallow that pill without problem. And these are the problems, Marble, no offense to you, that I have at this moment.
Did not swallow without a problem.
Boss, give me an insight check.
Gladly. 27.
Please tell me, Lush, if I say something that is not true about
Yeah.
Marble, if you want to take over. You look at Marble in this moment as he says that he didn't swallow without a problem. And I think for the first time since waking up this morning, I think you woke up this morning and saw Marble like tinkering in his tent and saying at the morning council, like, hey, let's just put this behind us and move on. And that rubbed you the wrong way in a way that you're describing. Like, you had us to go through all this, and now you're just like, oh, that's cool. I think now in this moment, you see Marble has like some boiling emotions that he is pushing down because there are more important things to deal with. I think you realize now in this moment for the first time that what you were interpreting as like blasé, he doesn't even actually care. On a 27 insight check, it like clicks in your mind all of a sudden, like, oh, he's not okay. What I've interpreted as being okay.
Yeah,
is
you're probably
not
seeing he's
the-
on the verge of a breakdown, and you see him just trying to get to the point where he can have a breakdown and it not negatively affect everything.
I will leave this be for now. Just know that I have much respect for you still, and that we will find your brothers.
I know, I know, and thank you. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it together.
We are together. I'll reach over with a couple fingers. Just a reach for your hand.
I'll reach over too. At first I'm not sure if he's like reaching for my shoulder, and then I realize that we're like two horses apart. So then I'll reach over with probably the wrong hand, and then switch over because I'm pushing my talk button.
The day drags on. Anyone have anything they want to do over the course of the day's travels, either while riding or at a stop?
I think Marble just like gives up and goes home, right? He's like, you know what?
Okay.
No,
you guys
we're
get to Blackwood and Marvel just rides past it to the train station.
Bye. I didn't even like my brothers.
Forever. In that case, with the sun having fully set, you guys eventually come to sort of a high crest where you can see Blackwood off on the horizon about 4 miles away or so. You guys ride a little bit closer because Boss wanted to get within 2 miles to be able to scout the town through his lens.
When we get a mile away, I'll enchant Bones' bullet, and I will also, to Capens, just say, would you like one as well?
Give it to Bones, he's a better shot.
Alright. I will give 2 daylight bullets to Bones.
On this, you honestly probably have to do it in a space. I don't know what the daylight spell says, but just for the cool visual, you have to like get to a spot where you're hidden from view from Blackwood. Because when you cast this daylight spell, there's this almost blinding flash of light that would be visible from Blackwood, of like the sun almost rising on the horizon. But in Bones, you take these bright, glowing bullets and stick them into a pocket. Whenever the pocket kind of glows a little bit, like your cell phone flashlight is on inside of there.
Yeah. I will go ahead and do the next 2 in a cartridge. Actually, if I have more than one cartridge, I'm going to put it at the top of one cartridge, top of another cartridge, and make sure I have like 1 or 2 that are blank.
Got it. Okay.
Yep.
Yes, I'm not going to be too much of a stickler about which bullet is up next. I'll let you put it in when you're ready to put it in.
Oh, got it.
I'll let you as a ranger, item interaction, put the bullet into your gun when you're ready to.
Cool.
When we get closer to the city, when we're like, a minute away or whatever, like entering the city, I'm going to cast a silent image and have the Espinados dead on the back of my horse.
Hey,
Okay, amazing. I'll keep that in mind.
So what is our plan now? Are we just going?
we go in, we go to the sheriff's office, we find a way down into the basement, and we attack. Priority, find twins and get them out, but presumably we will be attacked at some point in that process.
How long until you do that?
Right now, in this moment, you guys have just gotten to 2 miles away from the town, and Boss pulls out a lens and is going to scout. It will take you another 10 minutes to ride up to the town after this little scouting thing is done. So, Boss, you look through your lens and see the town of Blackwood off in the distance. I put some tokens on here just to note, like, places. This is the chapel, that's why I put the priest there, and this is the sheriff's office, that's why I put Bill
And most importantly,
Debbie there.
I see
And of
Billy's
course,
right there. Billy's right there. I
see-
see him.
Tom Pepperstripe at the candy store.
Don't worry, guys. I got it.
You got it. Patches on. Looking out over the town, Boss, go ahead and roll me a perception check with advantage.
27.
Cool. On a 27, quiet town, not a whole lot going on. Kind of winding down for the night. You see the lights of the saloon are on, and you can see through the windows with your lens. Lots of people. On a 27, higher number of Vanguard factory workers in town than usual. You can see some Vanguard people in the saloon, some at the candy store, a lot more people in the street. The town is more people around than usual. Almost like a factory is temporarily closed, and all the workers are just kind of spending their time in Blackwood in the interim.
does it get fucked up real good?
Something like that. You look to a few places of interest. The sheriff's office, on a 27, the lights are off inside. It's dark in there. And you can see details up to 2 feet across. There is a sign, like, hung on the front door that wasn't there before. The text of it is too small to read from this distance through your lens, but you see that there's a sign hung on the door there wasn't normally, and the lights are off, which is it wasn't last time you were there.
Do I see the shift leader, the manager?
Deputy? No, you don't see the deputy anywhere. You look around the town on a 27, you don't see him anywhere. You do see, as you're looking around, scanning the town for the deputy, you don't see Sheriff Bill, you don't see the deputy, you don't see any other people necessarily of interest. You do see that out in front of the chapel, in front of the Nuvolarian chapel off to the northeast side of town, there is a, like, wagon with a horse, with like a tarp, like a canvas tarp kind of thrown over the back of it. Maybe stands out a little bit. The main thing to notice is you see the cart outside of the chapel, you see the sheriff's office has like a sign on the door, the lights are out, and you see more Vanguard people here than usual.
We don't see the Ashajai or the...
I'm talking about the Hajid El-Zamani.
Yeah.
No, you don't see him anywhere. You look in the windows of the saloon and don't see him. You don't see Kageori anywhere. Yeah. You guys are about 2 miles away. You were away from the table there for a second, but just so you're aware of the meta going on. As you guys approach, once you're about a mile away, Ghost is going to put some daylight spells on some of Bones' bullets. Ghost is also casting an illusion as you enter town of the dead Espinados, like slung over your horses, as if you're bringing them back dead.
Okay.
And then Patches has, I think, something he's going to do as you guys get close to. So, are you guys...
I'm actually going to change mine. I'm only going to give Bones 1 bullet just to save an emergency day spell.
Got it. Okay,
Good call. On my end.
Suppose you've got 1 glowing bullet loaded into your cartridge. Cool. So, with the information that Boss gives you kind of scouting the town out a little bit, what is the sort of manner of you guys' approach? Where are you just riding up with horses that have illusory dead Espinados on them? And where are you going?
Money first, then kill the vampire?
I don't know if that is wise. I think we go in with them as if we are about to claim the bounty. We waltz up to the sheriff's office. And I guess the big question is, do we walk in and try to find a way down, or do we just go to the side and dig?
I saw a way down inside, didn't I? I looked around while I was in there.
You didn't see a way down, but you saw a back room that you couldn't see.
Gotcha.
The door was closed. You presumed that to be where the stairs or whatever down are because you didn't see into that room and you didn't see stairs or a ladder or a trapdoor in the room you were in.
Right.
Boss, you mentioned you have the ability to quickly excavate a lot of dirt, yes?
Yes, of course.
When you were digging the bodies. Do you think, as we approach, that you can quickly dig out that area under the gallows and see if that really did lead somewhere?
I do believe this is possible, yes.
There's no way that we get out of this without shots being fired and people knowing the conflict is happening. This is not a stealth mission. Our goal is to get as close as we can for an advantageous position at the start of the fight. we're making noise. I don't think that. I think
What would the benefit of me getting underneath and digging?
the point is that we need to be under there at some point. I'm trying to figure out the fastest way for us to get under there so that we can potentially find the twins before Bill has a time to react.
Let me do some sniffing around.
Okay.
What if he turned them into thralls?
That's certainly possible. Then we will have to hope very much that by defeating Bill, they become unthralled. And we should sort this out ahead of time in the nature of getting on the same page. If that is not the case, if they are permanently thralls and they are irreversible, what do you want us to do? Are we killing them? Are we destroying them?
Preferably not.
Okay.
I assume that there has to be some way of undoing it,
I know nothing about vampires.
like a remove curse, or a god.
I hope that you're right. And,
Restoration, maybe, but who knows?
okay, then if we are all on the same page, the goal is to kill. The number one goal is to get the twins out. Number two goal, kill and permanently destroy Bill. Number three, if they have become thralls, take them alive and escape.
Can I say I'm now scared of the idea of me trying to dig this place up by myself? Is that okay to say?
You say you are a fan or you are not a fan?
Oh, I'm now scared of it.
Yes.
Afraid.
I
agree.
run there by myself and try to dig this up, and then I find a bunch of people trying to kill me,
Yes.
and you're all very far away.
Also, as I mentioned on the trip over here, this charm is much more dangerous if we are not in each other's presence at all time to see that they're being charmed. I don't like anybody going off on their own on this mission.
You know how I have to wear my armor?
Yes.
Should I be invisible so I can wear it?
I would walk in looking like a celebratory, accomplished adventurer in full garb here to collect our reward. And as soon as we get close enough to get under the building, we get under the building and start combat.
If we were to light a building on fire,
I wish our friends at home could see that what happened there was Boss said, if we just lit the building on fire, and then just kind of shrugged.
Yeah.
What if, you know?
I feel like we shouldn't, like blatantly break the law. That will turn everyone against us.
I agree, but I am of the opinion that as soon as conflict begins, we yell, Bill is a vampire, we're here to help.
Yeah, but if we catch buildings on fire, why would they listen to us?
I agree. The point of all of this is that we are not doing this without being seen by the crowd. We are going to have to manipulate the crowd here some way or another, and I think that we do that by looking like heroic adventurers, not like criminals.
let's just invite the crowd to follow us to the sheriff's office.
That's not a terrible idea.
Let's just say,
That is
everyone,
a terrible idea.
why is this terrible?
Because he can enthrall people. We don't know who in the town is enthralled, and that just gives him a bunch of
makes more
people
enemies for us.
to use as sacrifices.
That is true. You're
Fine,
right.
we tell them all to stay 90 feet away and stare at us.
What we should do is go give Tom a few marks and tell him to give candy to whoever shows up. And then we tell the crowd, free candy at Tom's.
I'm a step ahead of you on this plan. We have so much candy. So Marisco and I...
Let us step above, and you go get on the roof of Tom's store, say free candy, and start throwing it up.
I think even just as we were traveling to the sheriff's office, anyone on the street, we can just say, "We did it! We've killed the Espanados here! Celebrate! Celebrate!" And I hand
But we
it
also,
out.
once again, don't want them near us, because if they're tripping balls, they are probably more likely to freak out and start stabbing.
That is true.
Really quick before we go any further.
So get them further away.
To the recap. There's a little candy store here in this town.
Right, yeah.
That is operated by a fellow named Tom Pepperstripe. And this candy basically gives you really, really heightened senses and emotions. It kind of gets you high. So you guys bought about 120 pieces of this candy.
No. They...
Yeah, specifically Bones and Mauricio. So that's who they're talking about when they talk about Tom as this candy store guy.
I mean, a crowd that's high and afraid of a vampire is gonna stay away.
Does this have any positive effects against charm or frightened?
Maybe.
That's a great question. You guys have been high as balls on this candy. Let me look at it real quick. I believe...
Should we all get high right now?
It was
Yeah,
my
get
understanding
high!
that we took
Let's
a
see.
big penalty to saves against fear
Yeah,
and
I think
charm
it's a
and stuff.
penalty against fear and charm. Mechanically, I'll tell you, you've eaten the candy, so you know the effects. A creature under the effect of the candy is charmed by Tom. In addition, They suffer a -1 penalty to saves against charm and fear, a +1 bonus to perception checks. Anytime they take damage, they take +1 damage, and anytime they are healed, they get +1 extra healing. That +1, +1, -1 can be stacked up to +3, -3 by eating more candy. So, it helps you against, or helps you get more healing, but it helps you with perception. It also makes you take more damage and gives you disadvantage on fear and charm.
We need to walk away from this incident not being thought of as criminals. We need the people here to know that Bill was a vampire and that we were doing the right thing by killing him.
When we do the killing blow on Statler, he's gonna disappear in a puff of smoke, right? Like, there's not gonna be any confusion about whether or not we came in and killed a sheriff.
No, that's
There's no justice for us.
You're absolutely correct. I suppose all I mean is, I like that. We get them away, we make a diversion, but importantly, when he is returned to his coffin, or whatever happens, we pull him onto the street and say, look, here, he is a vampire, watch as he burns in the sunlight, and then we kill him in the sunlight.
Bones, can I have your, candy?
Yes.
Right.
Some of it. How much do you want? What do you want? What do you want? $3? What are you going to do with 2 boxes of candy?
I'm going to give it to the people.
That's okay. That's acceptable. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to take the 2 boxes of candy and I'm going to go into Tom's place.
Okay, great. You walk into town. First of your party, actually set foot in Blackwood proper. As in the rest of you are just posted up, a few hundred feet, maybe 500 feet out of town in the darkness.
Do we want to be that far apart?
I'm watching him.
I assume that we get close enough to act on this diversion. Yeah.
So you guys are moving into town as well.
Presumably.
What is your plan? What are you doing?
I'm going to make a big sign that says free candy at Tom's.
Okay.
So the
And
original
then
plan.
I'm going to tell Tom to give away free candy, a buy one, get one free, as a way to curry business for him.
All right. Then we give him a 4-minute head start to set that up, get a crowd going, and then we waltz in behind him.
Okay. All right. So Ghosts. Sorry, you are approaching Tom Pepperstripe's candy store. Tom Pepperstripe's gourmet candy and sweets. The rest of your party waits a little bit behind, and you said that you want them to kind of circle around the back side of the building. Is what you're thinking?
Well, I was thinking they might as well come in from the
from that direction.
farm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That side,
I said we're not trying to be stealthy. Yeah.
Okay.
We're just trying. The purpose of this is just to get townspeople away from the sheriff's office.
Got it. At this point, are there still illusory espinados on your horses? Just so I know, it may not matter at this point, but
yeah.
They are there until I cast the sign.
got it. Okay. So for the time being, you go first. You walk into town, walking down the street. No one really gives you much mind. You're just another guy walking around the streets of Blackwood. You get some weird looks. You're kind of a weird-looking guy, but nothing that's untoward or suspicious.
I want to say this for the table. This is the first time, as we were coming in, Boss changed into his full Western gear.
Oh, hell yeah.
So Boss is wearing his cowboy hat, the one he earned, and full-on chaps. He's got full Western gear for the first time instead of his robes. That's something I wanted to do as we're coming into town.
Hell yeah.
So
You take
Boss
the
is
sign.
full Western.
Chained into full Western. I love it.
He even took the rings off his tusks.
Amazing. Ghost, there's a sort of jingling of the door as you step in. You see that there's a couple of Vanguard employees here kind of looking in these glass cases at various candies. Tom Pepperstripe is behind the counter. You step in, he says, "Welcome to Tom Pepperstripe's Gourmet Candy and Sweets. You're busy tonight. You have a look at anything that you like." He sees that you're carrying 2 full boxes of candy.
Hi, Tom. My companions purchased some candy from you the other day. We have wonderful news. We have dealt with the Espinados, and to celebrate the liberation of Blackwood, we'd like to enlist you to give away some candy for free to everybody.
Oh, free candy and generous. I thought you were just a return customer, but you're here to give away your candy?
That's right. I'll put the 2 boxes on the table.
Amazing. These 2 guys, these Vanguard employees over here, look over, and one of them's just like, "Oh, cool, free candy." The other one's like,
"Oh, cool."
The other one looks at you, Ghost, with the brow furrows, like, "Wait, you guys, you got the Espinados?"
That's right.
Oh, damn. That's crazy. Yeah, free candy's free candy. He kind of steps up to the counter.
I really love that we're doing this right after we mechanically learned that all these people are going to be charmed to Tom. Like, we're making a new warlord in this town. Yeah.
Absolutely. Tom Pepperstripe will be the new sheriff of Blackwood when they hold an immediate election.
Well,
after
number
Bill's
one,
dead.
make sure you get your candy.
Tom Pepperstripe for Blackwood. Vote for Tom.
Also, they make it more easy for the vampires to charm everybody.
Yeah, that's
It's very cool that we're doing this.
Ghost, roll me a
Yeah, they're going to be on the opposite side of the city.
Ghost, roll me a persuasion check.
I'm great at this.
Yeah. This is relatively low stakes.
Do I have advantage because I gave him candy?
Not for this particular
I
check.
haven't eaten it yet, so.
This is for some silliness. Okay, on a 6. What I was going to say is if you rolled well, Tom would offer to chip in some of his own candy so that you don't have to give away the candy that you've bought and paid for. But you just kind
Oh, that would have been terrible. I'm glad I rolled bad.
perfect.
Yeah, I think he has an ulterior motive.
In that case, he steps up and says,
Well, I guess I'll let people know this free candy. I'll be back.
and he kind of steps around the counter and goes to walk out to the street. Out in the streets of Blackwood, Tom Pepperstripe just steps out onto the patio and just kind of yells down towards the saloon that's within 100 feet or so and says,
We've got 22 pieces of free candy for anyone that wants to try some. We're celebrating the Espinados are gone.
Just 22?
you give him 2 boxes of a dozen each. Unless you want to, I mean, you guys have 120 pieces of candy, so.
Yeah, 2 people already had it.
2 bucks.
Oh, 2 people.
Just 2 people already
Yeah,
took
2
it.
people had some.
You're right. I'm bad at math.
Ghost ate
You're so
five.
smart. You're so smart.
One per customer.
From the other side of town, you guys hear Tom Pepperstripe yelling out free candy, and you do see some people kind of starting to walk over that way. Partly for the candy, and partly because someone just said the Espinados are gone, and
We
that
have to
definitely
we have to grab Marisco because he's like free candy.
yeah, Risco starts walking that way too. But yeah, people start moving that way, partly for candy, and partly because they just heard the Espinados are gone and are interested to go see what that's all about. There's not like nobody in town anymore, but largely the streets kind of clear out, besides just a few people.
Perfect. I'll get on my horse, and since Tom just shouted, saves me a spell, I'll keep the Espinados on my horse, and I'll trot back and try and meet up with everybody at the sheriff's office.
This is a maybe a little higher stakes in that persuasion check. Roll me a stealth check. You can do charisma stealth if you want to like, you're the guy who killed the Espinados and said we're celebrating, and then to just like leave without anybody following you. Nat 20,
Hey.
fucking incredible. Yeah, you use the distraction of people walking up and hearing Tom yelling to just kind of like slip behind somewhere. Your chameleon skin kind of dapples and turns the shade of the night, and people are looking around. You can hear them behind you like, wait, you said the Espinados are dead? What? And Tom Pepperstripe looks around and goes,
Oh yeah, this guy here, wait, where'd he go? There was a bug guy, and he said that the Espinados were gone.
but nobody can find you on a nat 20 for 21. Shortly after the rest of your party arrives at the sheriff's office, you arrive as well.
That should last at least, 10 minutes.
Yeah. You guys step up to the front of the sheriff's office. Again, the lights are turned off inside, and there's a sign on the door that just says, back in an hour.
He's always doing this. He's never here.
I think now is our chance. Let's go quickly, shall we?
Kick the door in.
Can I quickly roll augury?
Yeah, absolutely. What's the question you're asking? For the course of action that you're planning to do.
Probably just like breaking in now versus just waiting, I guess.
Yeah, like if it's a good result
Good,
to break in right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me. You don't have to roll anything. You set your candles out in a line from wheel to woe, and they all burst into flame as you finish your incantation. I assume you do it as a ritual, so you don't have to spend mana.
Yeah.
And they erupt mostly on the wheel end. Mostly good results if you break into the sheriff's office right now. It's not 100% wheel. The results being like someone might see you and that might go bad, but you don't get the sense that it's like trapped or there's some danger inside or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let everybody know that.
Okay, great.
We break a window.
I yelled it loud that we're breaking in.
I will say, if you're going to try to go in the front door of the sheriff's office, I am going to call for stealth checks from people. You'll do it with advantage because you made this great diversion, and it'll be a group check and not an individual check, so just more successes than failures. If you can find some way to break in from the side of the building, I'm not even going to call for a roll.
What if he molds earth and just digs the tunnel? Digs the
Absolutely.
tunnel.
If you wish to.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just an action, right?
Secret tunnel.
Yeah.
It's just an action
Just an
to
action,
an
an action for 5 square cubic feet,
Yeah, yeah.
or 5
Correct.
feet.
Purely somatic, no noise or anything like that.
Awesome.
Bear in mind that digging a tunnel, there's still going to be foundation to get through.
Yeah, unless it's like a crawl space.
He has a siege helmet.
It's true.
So yeah, I'll start bashing.
Okay, so you step over to the sort of side of the building here.
Everybody give me 1 minute, one person follow.
No, Thul, can you? Never mind. You can't tell if you contact someone, right?
I can't, but I was thinking about contacting them anyways. And I'll try and connect to the twins.
Okay.
And I'll tell Marble just there is a chance that they are under Bill's charm, so they may not do anything.
Right.
But I will tell Top and Yo-Yo, if you can hear me, can you tap your fingers against a wall or just lightly begin making a tapping sound on something?
Excellent. What's the range?
120 feet.
Okay, great. You send the message out, and you don't start hearing a boss with a very good passive perception. You don't hear tapping or scratching or knocking.
Start sniffing.
Start sniffing. Give me a perception check with advantage for sniffing.
Yeah, 26.
26. Okay.
With my 25.
25. You sniff around for the twins. You pick up their scent. It's faint, like they are distant or far away, or it was a long time ago, one or the other. But then you also pick up a much more recent smell of them that is within the last hour, and that is kind of more around the front side of the building. You can start following it that way if you wish to.
Like they left the building.
Potentially.
Hey guys, now would be a good time if you wanted me to locate the object. I could probably kind of figure out where they are before we started digging,
That's a good thing you say this thing, because I don't believe the twins are here now.
Why is that?
I don't know. There's a sign that says, be back in 1 hour, and also I don't smell them here now. But I do smell them leaving.
Where? I can follow their tracks.
Essentially, you have a spell that you can follow.
But I believe it goes in my trunk. Just
His trunk points out towards kind of the front of the building.
Cool. I'll start looking at tracks while he's casting magic.
Okay. You cast Locate Object before Bones can even get out to the front of the building. And tell me, it says that you get it within a certain...
within 1,000 feet, it says, I sense the direction to the object's location as long as the object is within 1,000 feet of you.
Incredible. And now,
If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement.
Okay, point of clarification. Are you looking for something that the twins have on them, or are you looking for Sheriff Bill's, badge or whatever?
I'll just locate his badge.
Okay, you locate Bill Statler's badge. And you sense the direction of Bill Statler's badge is over towards the kind of... It's northeast of you right now. You can follow the direction pinpointed, no problem.
He's getting free candy?
You raise a candle up and cast the spell, and the flame starts to kind of flicker like it's being blown in the wind in a direction. You kind of follow it like a dowsing rod.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because it is concentration for 10 minutes.
Okay, so you got 10
as long as I
minutes.
move it.
Yep, it follows the flame wherever it goes. Yep. And then Bones, you look for tracks. Give me a survival check.
12.
12. You see 2 footprints not belonging to the twins, but they look like the boots of Orlando Merrill and Bill Statler. Step up to where there are wheel ruts in the ground, like wheel tracks in the dirt, 2 times. Like they step up, go away, step up, go away, and then the wagon leaves. And then you see the wagon over by the chapel, over by the church.
Understood. Got it.
So you don't find tracks of the twins, but you find tracks of what looks like on a 12, the sheriff and the deputy loading something into a wagon and taking it to the church.
Okay, got it. I pass along to everyone. I think they're at the church. I think we are wasting our time here. I think they have been taken to the church recently.
oh, just the
In that wagon right there.
the wagon that I see right there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Shall we?
Yes.
All right.
So I saw this cart on the northeast side of town as we were coming in.
Yes.
And then we drew everybody to the northeast side of town with candy.
They're kind of southeast. I mean, again, this town is small. You are all within 1,000 feet of each other, even the candy shop. But they're not... Here, I'll go back to the Blackwood map.
Yeah, okay, please.
You've kind of drawn everybody over towards the candy store down here where Tom Pepperstripe's token is. The chapel is up here.
Oh, it is
so
the
it's
closest
it's not that far.
Alright, cool.
The church is not like 30 feet from his
Also,
shop.
they're
right?
No. I'd say it's 200 feet or so.
Okay, that's fine. Let's just go. Let's go. Let's go to the church. We go to the
Probably
church.
in the mausoleum behind the church
Correct.
anyway.
Yeah, they're going to be exactly. They're not gonna
Vampires,
be
you know?
in charming distance of Tom's shop.
Alright, let's go. Let's go fight this fucking bear.
Alright, so you guys truly Scooby-Doo it.
I'm going to go ahead and cast invisibility on myself.
Okay, so you're invisible and in armor. Anyone proficient in perception, give me a perception check real quick before you leave the sheriff's office.
Nat 20
Okay.
for, 29.
Yeah.
25.
Okay.
25.
Okay, awesome. Boss is the one who first sees it first, but all of you can see it once he points it out. As you walk past the front of the sheriff's office, Boss, there's something that, like, it strikes you to just, like, put a hand to the window and look in real quick and see if anything's interesting in there. And the, like, blinds have been drawn closed, but there's a little seam that you can see through on a nat 20 for 29. And on the sheriff's desk is his telegram machine and the paper that prints out of it. And you can see that, like, this is not one that automatically prints. Someone must have been listening and wrote this down. But there is a typed out note sitting in front of the telegram machine. Like, I just received this telegram. And it says, "Job went sour. Everyone's dead but me. Thought you should know. Reckon I'll be on to new pursuits. Pleasure doing business." And it's signed The Lone Espinado.
Fucking rad. Fucking rad.
You bet on the wrong horse.
No way, dude. Beans is on my side. I just gotta go get him.
The Lone Espinado is such a cool name.
I know it is.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
I connect to Marble and I tell him,
Single spike.
open the book tonight.
Okay.
He says that as you guys are Scooby-Dooing down the street towards the chapel. You guys make it to the chapel within, 60 calendar seconds.
Yep.
Or less.
Calendar seconds.
You guys are not this close, that's just as far as the map goes. Or you can be this close, I don't know. What do you do? Do you guys just run into the church? What do you guys do? You approach the church from the outside.
Let's burn
We asked Patches where he senses Bill.
Oh yeah, you're sensing Bill. Bill is inside the church. He is, if you are 50 feet off the side of this map, he is 130 feet away from
Is there
you.
a big window?
What's doing sniffs?
The windows have all the blinds drawn from the outside, or they're on the inside. From the outside, you look in and see that the windows
I
are
suppose
drawn.
that's not bullshit. Okay.
What's doing sniffs?
How far off are we? 50 feet, you said?
You are 50 feet off the west side of this map. You can absolutely get closer if you wish to. That's just kind of arbitrarily what I'm saying. And you're 130 feet away from Bill right now, wherever he is inside.
I say we clear. We just go.
And then smelling for the twins, following the same perception check you already rolled. The twins were taken around kind of the back of this building. You see the wagon. You can smell their smell strongly on that
They're
wagon.
not in the wagon.
I don't know if 26 is not locate person. You don't pinpoint their location on your smell check. You smell their smell coming from the wagon or the church or something. It smells ahead.
Let's go to the wagon.
Real quick. If we can get to the wagon, do I see footprints? Did they unload them off the wagon?
Yeah, if you guys wish to approach and go up to the wagon.
Before that, Nathul has 120 feet of telepathy.
Yeah.
Can you reach him?
No, I'm not going to be able to know.
But they could,
Tap or shout or something.
Yeah, and then they slit their throat.
True. Okay.
All right. So you guys approach this wagon. Bones carrying the same 12 survival check. You do see the wagon is. I didn't put it on this map. I should have. It's over kind of behind the church where I'm pinging right here. It's kind of pulled up behind the church. You guys kind of walk over to it, and you see that. Again, you don't see footsteps of the twins, but you see that Bill and one other person, Deputy Merrill, presumably, take something out of the cart and go into this door right here on the back of the church.
Yeah. Presumably heavier footsteps on the way to that door than back.
Yes, presumably so.
Okay.
And again, just following kind of the pinpoint, triangulating for patches, Bill is right here.
Okay. And for what it's worth, if we pass by
Or at least Bill's
curtain-
patch is right here.
even if we pass by curtained windows, Bones does go under so that we don't block light from the moonlight. And
Wise.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
try to stealth.
So go ahead and give me stealth checks, remember. This will be a group check, so it's more successes than failures. All right, so we have a 11 from Ghost.
25.
25 from Bones.
20.
1?
20.
Oh, 20. I said 1. Okay. 20 from Patches.
7.
7 from Boss.
25.
25 from Cadence.
18 and I'm invisible.
Okay, great. You got some more successes than failures. So
You
you
all
guys
saved me on that one.
I grab a brick.
you pick up a brick as everyone else is looking at this wagon. So you guys get to this wagon. You know, stealthily, you sneak up to this wagon and see where something was unloaded and taken into the church.
Yeah, they took them in that way. Are you ready to breach? Do we want to go through windows or a door? I think a window.
Some door, some window. Element of surprise.
Yeah, maybe I'll jump in at the same time.
Are there windows on the side of the buildings
If there's
too?
nothing here, I don't think you guys probably want to do this option, but just let me show you from the outside one more time. It does have like a steepled like tower situation. It goes up to like a bell tower.
Belfry, yep.
Yeah.
So that's what you're looking at from the exterior.
Should some people come from the front?
I'll go in from the front.
I'm okay with that. I really want to stress once again: if you are caught alone, you become charmed, and we don't know. Are you?
What's the... We're going in what, 30 seconds?
Okay.
I'll go in from
So you
the
guys
front.
can Ghost doesn't
30
issue you
seconds.
guys a telepathic countdown. You don't have to like.
I'll join the front.
Okay.
All right, so Cadence is going in through the front door.
Anybody that goes through window, remember the glass hurts.
Marble is going.
If you're a
in through the front door. Who, if anyone, is going in through? Well, I'll just go through one by one. Ghost, where are you setting up for this countdown? Go to a window right there. Great.
Just gonna go inside.
Bones, where are you going for your?
If we have somebody going through a window, I will be behind Ghost at that window.
Okay. Patches, where are you setting up?
What kind of windows are they?
They are just glass, kind of normal. They're not like stained glass or anything fancy. They're just kind of tall, rounded glass windows.
Can any of them be opened from what it looks like?
No.
Or are they all like static?
Oh, like open from the outside or from the inside?
Well, I mean, like, are they all like static windows, or are they all like?
I see what
could I
you're saying.
potentially open one?
They
instead of
do
crashing
have
through?
the ability to be opened. You look at one that has like a latch to open it, and it has locked on the inside. These 3 on the south side of the building and the 3 on the north don't have latches to open them. It is the one that Ghost is next to has a latch to open it, as does the one on this side of the building here.
Can I just do a real quick investigation to make sure that this window, I think, is going to lead into the main chapel area where we're sensing the badge and not a side office?
I'll tell you what, give Ghost an advantage on an archaeology check. I'm going to count archaeology and architecture as adjacent enough.
Is your architecture better than 7?
For Ghost, for
probably
you,
exactly 7.
Okay.
Ghost, for you, you'd be doing investigation and applying your lore.
Oh, investigation plus my lore.
Yes.
13.
Okay, so you do it then. Yeah, go ahead.
As I said, I think archaeology makes a lot of sense here for sussing out the like shape of a building.
Yeah.
Sure. Then I'm actually going to come over to this one because I want to be a bit more central.
Makes sense.
24.
Okay, 24 is brilliant. You kind of look at the structure of this building and try to like tell from the outside where the interior walls are going to be. I'm gonna just reveal the map, I think. You don't necessarily know all these details yet. There's nothing in here that's going to really change or incriminate anything, I don't think. That's kind of the interior shape of the building. There are 2 kind of back rooms and then a main sort of chapel and then stairs that go up to the tower, like the bell tower up top. And because I have now revealed the map, you guys have pinpointed Bill's location. Bill, or at least Bill's badge, is right there.
That makes so much sense and is very theatrical.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I did ask. I spent maybe 8 minutes deciding like where is Bill posted up in this. And I was like, he'd be smart. He'd hide in the. I'm like, no, he wouldn't. He's just going to stand
He's a
there for the
vampire.
theatrics.
Vampires always aura farm. It's a
Right,
rule.
he is gonna aura farm.
He's going to be arms outstretched in front of a cross.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And say something about Jesus.
Yeah.
Cadence, where are you posted up?
Can I, front door, but can I try to like do a stealthy little jiggle test? Is this locked, the front door?
You can do a. You already rolled your stealth check and it was good.
25.
Yeah, so go ahead and just do it. You can do a jiggle test. It's not locked.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure that I don't try to like bust in and it's...
If you want to put you all the way up at the door.
I want to stay next to Cadence if I can.
Okay, you guys are all the way up, like sides to the door, ready to crash it open. Okay, let me come back to a boss if you decided where you're going to be.
As much as I don't trust this, I still really trust Cadence's maneuvers.
Okay.
So I'm with her.
Oh, you're okay, it's got it.
Can't imagine
What'd
why.
you do? Kill the vampire? Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, Patches, if you decided
We're
where
both
you're
really good at killing stuff.
We are both really good at killing stuff.
And multiple combined questions.
Yeah,
There are any large rocks around,
totally, yeah, definitely.
like that I could pick up and throw through a window?
For sure. Yeah, no problem.
Is that an action?
I would say throwing a rock through a window. if I would let you throw a rock through a window as an item interaction, it's only going to make a hole.
I'm not
as
going to
big
try and
as-
like hit somebody with it. Just like to open.
Right. Yeah. Say,
If I wanted to open a hole so I could cast through it.
Yes, totally. You can also, unless you have something preventing, you can also just cast through glass. Like, if all you need is visuals, depends on what you're doing, I guess. If you're shooting like a firebolt, the glass would stop it.
Yeah, that's
but if
what
you
I
do
meant,
like a
yeah.
Toll the Dead, then you can cast something you see.
Well, if for some
inside.
reason someone had something that you don't know what is going to get cast
That's
from
a
it,
really good point, and yes,
you might want to have a hole.
You can item interaction throw.
So I don't
throw a
actually
rock through the window.
fireball myself right in front of me.
Really smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can, as an item interaction, throw a rock through the window.
There is still the curtain. In front.
There's still a curtain, but if you time it well,
Yeah.
the rock will like move the curtain
Exactly.
long enough.
Well, he
for you
could
to-
just like throw a rock and then just like.
Yeah, true. I can just move
yeah,
the curtains.
sure, reach in and cut the shit out.
That's gangster stuff, right
So
there.
anyway, with that knowledge,
Okay, and then can I do a check just to make sure that my knowledge is good using my movie lore about
Yeah.
throwing a rock through a window?
100%. Yeah, go ahead and give me a history check and apply your movie lore.
Movie lore.
Greatest lore.
The concept of
I think they make
I
one
totally
movie lore.
forgot about movie lore the whole time you were gone. How's it come up?
I love the idea of using movie lore to get bad intel about like how to do things. Yeah.
Well, that means I know. I've seen how it goes bad. I'm like, well, I would
Yeah.
never do that. Was it a +3 from?
Yeah, lore is +3 plus
so
your history.
23.
23. Every movie you've ever seen where someone breaks a window, they always wrap like a T-shirt around their knuckles, and that completely protects them from glass breaking.
I do it. Okay. I start grabbing a T-shirt out of my bag. And
Roman, you grab
wrapping
a
around my-
T-shirt. Which window do you want to
Wrapped
post
around-
up?
Protect the rock.
This one
Is Ghost at that south one?
Yeah.
Goes to this south one right here.
I'll go to the other side, the opposite of Ghost.
Right here. Got it. And then we'll ask Mauricio when he gets here. I think he'll be here soon.
Everybody roll initiative.
Yeah, I am going to, where you guys are essentially going to do a countdown and then breach this building, and we will get to your initiative rolls when we return from break. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Everyone see you shortly. And welcome back, everybody. We're going to jump into this initiative. So, during our little break there, Ghost, you're discussing essentially jumping the countdown to be able to go first. Based on the initiative rolls, you'd be last in initiative, but as I told you on break, if you start the countdown and then you just act before you finish it, everyone will be surprised except you and your party. So you will
can't be.
effectively go first. Oh, except Boss can't be surprised. That's
But he's on the
true.
other side of the building.
That's true. Yeah, I'll still say Boss, you won't have the surprised condition, but I'll still say that Ghost will effectively go first. I don't know how else to do
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Because you were not going to act until Ghost acted, and he was
That
just
makes
going to jump in.
sense,
Now, I will say, before you officially lock that decision in, Ghost, I'll just give you this meta knowledge above the table. Some of you rolled very low stealth checks, the result of which is that the combatants, your enemies, are also not surprised right now. Now, that said, they're also not doing anything right now, so nothing's going to, happen until somebody, breaches. So, yeah, the takeaway of that is that Ghost, if it is very important to you to go first, we can skip everyone else's turn because of where you rolled an initiative, and you can just go first, and then we'll start at the top of the round after you. It works out. It works out in that way because you're very last in initiative, but that is where you are, so.
Unless, I don't know, there could be other people in there that rolled a 1, but I'll take that chance.
Sure. I'll give it to you above the table. There's nobody in there that rolled underneath your 2 total. so is that what you do, Ghost?
I connect to everybody and I start doing the telepath countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then I cast daylight on the brick and chuck it through the window.
Hell yeah, let's go. Fucking bonkers. Boss and Cadence, the two who can't be surprised because of your alert feats. You're both poised, ready to go, ready to move as soon as you hear that 1. You're not even Ghost get all the way through the number 1. You're gonna go on what, and then start charging.
Yeah.
And instead, before he gets to 1, he gets to 2, and then there's a shattering sound. A brick flies through the window. Daylight fills the Nuvolarian Chapel of Blackwood. You see light bursting out of the windows, even through the blinds. They start to get lit up. there is a scream from inside of pain. That is just basically creating daylight. Is there an immediate effect to that ghost?
Not unless something happens to Sattler as a result.
You say not like, I don't think anything happens on your turn right now. Things will happen to him on his turn because of daylight, but nothing I don't think happens to him at this moment.
Weird, like, pull, I guess. Since this is in a New Valarian church, does anything happen that's weird with my spellcasting and its relation to the lamp?
What an incredibly good question. To answer this question for me, and we've talked about this some, but to answer the question that you're asking me, Ghost is a arcane caster, is my understanding, but he has some elements of sympathy as well, right?
Yeah, I think so. Like, he is a very, like, it's a practiced, like, by the books kind of caster, even though he is, like, somewhat religiously oriented.
Right. You summon the light of the lamp to this brick. You hold this, like, random brick in your hand and summon to it the amber daylight of the lamp. And give me a perception check, or arcana.
18.
An 18 arcana check. You take this brick lit up with the light of the lamp and huck it through the window of this New Valarian church. In just a moment that would be very easy to miss, where you throw the brick into the window of this building. And, for the fact that it's just a little Old West chapel, nothing remarkable, it is nonetheless a hallowed site. There's literally a hallow spell on this building, and it is a site of the New Valarian church. Your brick just flashes a little bit brighter as it enters the window. You do, on an 18C, just like, I don't know, something about entering this hallowed place makes the light of the lamp shine just a little brighter as it breaks through this window. It shatters on the floor. There's a howl of pain. That is your item interaction to throw the brick. I believe action for daylight.
Yeah, and then I tuck myself up against this wall.
Incredible. Just wait for the air fryer timer to go off.
Yeah, wait for everybody else to bust in.
Timer.
Okay, fucking bonkers. Absolutely goddamn bonkers. Okay. At the end of Ghost's turn, Bill Statler is going to take a legendary action. First we've had of this campaign, I believe. There is a brick laying on the floor of the church, emitting the light of the sun. The curtain that, after you throw the brick through the curtain, it opens just enough that you can kind of see in there to see what's happening. Bill, shielding his eyes, screaming in agony, stumbles down towards where the brick is. Where did you want the brick to land? You tell me where the brick landed.
I'm weak as shit, so it probably doesn't go very far. Ideally, like,
middle of the floor?
Aiming for kind of like central,
okay,
so that it can spill out and fill as much of the room as possible.
Perfect. One of the things that Bill can do with legendary action is move up to half his speed and make an attack. He will, half of his speed just gets him over here to the window, stumbling. Uses his attack to pull a curtain down off the window, like rips it down off of the metal rings that are holding it up, and tosses it onto the brick, just to cover the brick up with a curtain.
I'm sorry, before that, can I know it's not my turn quite yet, can I use reaction?
You don't see him.
I don't see him
yet. You're at the front of the building, the door's still closed.
Okay.
So using an attack, he's within range to potentially attack Morisco as he runs up to the window here, but he prioritizes something else. He rips the curtain down off the window and throws it over this brick. I'm going to put this to some kind of roll. I don't want to just let him do that for free. It's going to be pretty low DC, I'm going to call it athletics, to pull a curtain down and then accurately throw it over a brick.
Does he have bright light sensitivity?
He does, and yes, and he does have disadvantage on this check. Thank you for mentioning that, because I'm going to call this a roll at disadvantage to pull a curtain down and throw it over a brick. The DC is low. I'm going to say DC 12 to pull a curtain down and throw it over a brick. That seems like a pretty easy task. He only has a +4 to this, so there's a real chance of him failing this with disadvantage. I'm going to roll on the screen with disadvantage. You guys want one of these 2d20s to be 7 or lower. Okay, just makes it on an 8 + 4 for the exact 12 DC that I called out. He rips this curtain down and throws it onto the brick, and the light snuffs out as the brick is now covered with a curtain. All you have to do, it's not out. You can just go move the curtain. Okay, that is Ghost's turn and one of Bill Statler's legendary actions. That brings us now to Boss's turn. Boss, you hear a window shatter, you see a flash of light inside and a scream, and then the light goes back out. Ghost, I don't think ever finishes the countdown. What do you do?
How far do I stand from him?
At the moment, you're outside the door, and Patches is not with you to give his exact location anymore. So you just know he's inside of this building. The last place you knew he was about 50 feet from you. But you don't necessarily know where he is now. You hear movement in there with your passive perception.
That sucks. This is great.
Although you know what, Ghost can still telepathically tell you where he is. So you know he ran up to a window. You know where he is at in the building.
But I still have to get over benches to get to him.
Yeah, you might have to vault over some pews.
Yeah, that takes away some of my movement too.
Potentially so, yeah, unless you're moving through difficult terrain without
all right.
anything.
So you know what? Full foot through the door.
Oh, yeah.
Just smash both doors open.
I'll say real quick, you guys would know, allow you to kind of gain your own initiative.
Yeah, I'm
Boss
slow.
would be in front.
Yeah.
I can be in the back. I'm slow.
Okay.
And a tabaxi.
Okay. All right, and then Boss, are you full cinematic? Reel back and just kick the door open.
Oh yeah.
The doors fly
open. That's just free action.
You see Bill kind of rubbing the last of the sort of bloodshot corners around his eyes as the curtain's laying on the floor. You see light kind of pouring out from underneath this curtain on the ground.
And how many feet am I, roughly?
From Bill?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Well, plus obstruction. Never mind. I'm not getting there.
You're 35 feet away from Bill.
Plus obstruction, though.
Yeah, I would let you. I mean, it's just pews.
Well, he can go
Boss is
1,
tall.
2. He's what, 40 feet of movement?
Yeah.
Yes. So you can, with 40 feet of movement, you can do 35 like this, and then 5 like this, and get up to him with 40 feet of movement.
Oh hell yeah! All right, so I'm gonna shoot him.
Shoot him or run up to him.
I'm gonna shoot him
first and
then
then run
run.
up to him. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. I fucking love the image. Boss has changed into his Western outfit, dirty tusks, hat on, kicks the fucking church door open, and just shotgun.
Just fucking
sawed off
blast
shotgun this vampire. Hell
Yep.
yes. Give me an attack roll.
23 to hit.
A 23 will absolutely hit Sheriff Bill.
Cool. 11 points.
Yeesh. 11 points. And this is piercing. Okay, great.
Then I run at him full on with that 20-foot plus whatever I needed for my helmet.
Okay, outstanding. You run a full 40 feet, charging through this room. Just for the cinematics of it, I'm going to say you kind of vault over this pew and end up right here.
Yeah, so this helmet is underneath my earned cowboy hat.
Hell yes.
And I'm just full, hands beside me, just diving over the pew.
Incredible.
And just smash into his
Absolutely
ass.
just form tackle torpedo.
Yeah, just
this guy.
full torpedo. He's
So you make me another unarmed strike attack roll.
22.
Absolutely.
Cool. That's 1d10, and then it's going to slam him into the wall behind him, which will take 2d6.
Oh yeah.
So then it's going to be 1d10 plus 2d6.
You torpedo him and he slams into the wall backwards, staggering over by this piano. One of his hands hits the piano keys and there's a clang from inside.
10 more.
10 more points of damage. Hell yeah. Stumbling backwards, slams his hands on the keys of this church piano. Alright, that is your bonus action movement. I believe that's all you got.
That's what I got.
Alright, lovely. End of your turn.
Cinematically, that was really fun.
That was really fucking cool. Sheriff Bill rights himself again, kind of blood forming in the corner of his eyes, even just from those few seconds of sunlight. Legendary action looks up towards you, boss.
I give him the middle finger.
He kind of smirks at you. His eyes lock with yours as you're giving him the middle finger. He just says, "Oh, now don't have to be like that. Sure, you'd want to help, wouldn't you?" And he is going to cast a spell on you. And I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, okay. You feel an insidious influence in your mind trying to convince you to betray your friends, and instead you resist it. Brilliantly done. Good
and
job.
I put up my other middle finger.
Excellent. Okay, that brings us to Cadence.
Double barrels.
Okay, I'm going to walk into the room right about there. And then I'm going to shoot Bill.
Real quick, I'm sorry, I should have said this sooner. As you step in, and also bosses, you step in, you turn around and see that over by an altar here is Father Cassius Lars, the priest. So you do both see him as you enter the building. If that changes anything about what Cadence does. Boss, you didn't really see him until you already ran into the building, but...
Okay, I'm going to shoot Bill, and I'm going to use Expose Weakness.
Ooh, gross.
Oh, that's really low. That is a 19 total.
That'll still hit.
Okay, so I don't do any damage. I kind of like just like shoulder clip him or something, throw him off guard, and he takes a -2 to his AC until the start of my next turn.
Yikes.
And then I pull the second trigger and shoot my little like arcane jolt at his feet to keep him even more off balance. And I'm gonna give Bones the help action.
Bones, you've got a help action as Bill Sadler kind of stumbles backwards, kind of move out of the way of Cadence's shots. Absolutely bonkers. Fully bonkers.
Hopefully set up for a good daylight bullet.
Alright, at the end of your turn, Cadence Bill will use his final legendary action. Seeing that his charm has failed, and seeing this like sparkling thing around his feet, he kind of wants to get away from that. He will use his final legendary action again to move half his speed. He comes over here and kind of stands next to Boss. Actually, kind of puts his foot down on this curtain, so this one would have a little bit of trouble pulling it away from this brick. And then you see Boss. He steps up to you. He lowers his hands, and these long vampiric claws jut out of his like possum hands. Make an attack on you.
Real quick, just propulsive breeze if we can.
Yeah. And because he's going to move half speed, if he fails to propulsive breeze, he'll put him out of your range, and then he won't be able to attack you.
Let's do that. A strength saving throw.
Okay. Yes. So he makes a strength saving throw. That is a 13.
Yeah, he fails.
What is your spell save DC?
16.
So it's 15 right now because of exhaustion. It is
yeah.
still a failure. He will go ahead and use one of his legendary resistance dice. Again, Z, mechanic that hasn't come up yet. He has legendary resistance dice, specifically 3 of them. Each one he can spend to add a D8 to a save or a check or whatever it needs to be. He gets 1 back on each of his turns. So he's going to add a D8 to the 12 you just rolled.
So he wins.
I feel like this has come up before.
Not in this campaign. It was our first legendary monster of this campaign. We did it a lot in the playtest.
Okay.
He had 5, which gets him to 17, so he does
Very
succeed.
cool. So I lose that.
Yep, but he is out one of his legendary resistance dice until his next turn. Okay.
Does propulsive breeze still knock objects around?
I'm going to say because he specifically stepped over and put his foot onto the curtain. Well, what does propulsive breeze say?
You create a strong current of wind at a creature's back, propelling its movement. The creature is carried 15 feet in the same direction. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I would maybe entertain it if he hadn't specifically, I even said, gone over and put his foot on it to make sure someone didn't pull it away. So I think the breeze is more focused on Bill's back. He plants his feet on the ground, stands firm as this breeze tries to blow him, and then just swipes a clawed hand towards you, Boss. No longer has disadvantage because he's not in daylight anymore. Ooh, nat 19.
Yeah, it
That's
hits.
a big old 27 to hit.
Wow.
You take 15 points of slashing and necrotic damage. As he swipes his claw towards you, you kind of go to dodge, thinking he's going for a swipe, but then he just plants the claws in your chest and grabs kind of the meat and flesh of your chest, and you feel your skin... I don't know, it feels like a bruise is instantly forming in the center of your chest. He digs the claws in, and you are now grappled by him, and have taken that damage and the necrotic damage sort of burning into your chest. That is his legendary action. Next up, Father Cassius Lars, my guy. He sees Bill kind of struggling with Boss with one foot on top of a curtain. It says, Bill looks over to Father Lars and says, "Little help over here." Cassius will run over, kind of pushing past Cadence. We'll take an opportunity attack from you, Cadence, if you have a melee weapon you want to attack with.
12.
12, okay. You miss on your attack on Cassius Lars. Not by much. He gets over to the curtain, lifts it up enough that he can see underneath, begins to cast a spell. And he casts Dispel Magic. You see the light snuffs out from that brick underneath there. Dispel Magic is not like raw rules. Father Cassius Lars is now concentrating on Dispel Magic to keep this dispelled. When the concentration breaks, that light comes back. It doesn't just end the spell like it does in the normal rules. That's Cassius Lars's movement and his action. Oh no, that's his bonus action with Dispel Magic. Wild. Absolutely fucking wild. He falls down to his knees for a second to lift this curtain up. The blazing light of the lamp comes out from underneath, again kind of illuminating even more because of being in a Nuvolarian holy site. He begins to cast this magic, and you see he pulls the light away from the brick. It swirls around his hand, and then he launches it over towards Boss. Actually, no, he launched it at Cadence. 22 to hit Cadence.
Yes, that will do it.
Cadence, 8 points of radiant damage to you.
Got it.
Alright, that is Father Cassius Lars' action. Bonus action and movement, that's it for him. That brings us to Bill Statler's turn. At the start of his turn, Bill gets one of his legendary resistance dice back, meaning he has all 3 now. He, with his claws embedded in your chest, Boss, pulls you close to him. You are 2 feet, fully taller than this possum man and much more muscular and built, and nonetheless with very little effort, he just pulls you towards him. You stumble forward, he's remarkably magically strong. And as he pulls you forward, he bites his vampire fangs down into your neck, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Great. 9.
9? Jesus. Okay. From the teeth entering your neck, you take 8 points of piercing damage, and as you feel a vroom, 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 vroom of blood pulsing out of your body, you take an additional 7 necrotic damage, so that's a total of 15 points of damage to you.
7 left.
Importantly, please write down somewhere on a note over there the number 7, because as the teeth dig into your neck, you feel your muscles shriveling and your skin going raisin-like where he's bit you. Your maximum hit points are reduced by 7 right now, meaning in healing, your max HP is now 7 lower. He regains some health from that. While biting into Boss, he, with the other hand, reaches down to his holster, kind of looking over Boss's shoulder, pulls a pistol out, and is going to fire at Cadence. Oh, that's such a good roll. I'm sorry, guys. 25 Cadence to hit you.
Yes.
13 damage to you, Cadence. Some of that is poison, if that matters to you.
It does not.
All right. The one shot goes towards Cadence. The bite goes into Boss. Cadence, he looks at you. After shooting you, you see this necrotic sort of wound forming in your side where he shoots you. He, as a bonus action, after shooting you, Cadence, he looks over at you, kind of releases his fangs from Boss's throat for the moment, blood kind of dripping down on his fangs. Says to you, Cadence, "You seem like a sensible person. Seems like you don't want to die here. You don't have to. Go ahead and give me a charisma saving throw."
Are you trying to my girlfriend?
I will invoke Jans.
Okay. Instead of anyone making a saving throw, Cadence. The funny thing too is the like peeping Tom aspect of what's going on. Just looking in through like a little curtain. Bill says this thing to you, and you feel your eyes kind of going heavy and some like weird sort of familiarity to this guy in your heart, and then boom, smashing down on the floor next to you is a game show wheel. And one smashes down next to Bill as well. And I need you, I'll go ahead and roll his D100 first so you know what you have to beat.
Patches can obviously spin. It's the first spin back.
Do Cadence's spin first. Okay, 68. In order for this to work on Cadence, the D100 I'm going to roll on the screen needs to be 69 or higher.
Nice.
Don't be nice.
That's a 72.
Damn.
Awfully close.
Way closer than I.
Cadence, you feel your mind sort of, you're not all that different from this guy. You've done some terrible things here. Everyone's kind of being shitty to you, honestly. You last night, you know that you're traveling with some, like, stuck-up fascist who wants to pull the strings of the world. You know that you betrayed Marble, and it's just a matter of time, right? All these people are, you know, a waste of your time. You are... You are charmed by Bill Statler. Now, I don't think this is a full, like, dominate. Let me read it real quick.
Don't dominate my girlfriend, please.
Okay, yeah, this is not like a dominate. so the only thing going on right now is you are charmed by Bill, which means you cannot do anything harmful to him, and he has advantage on trying to persuade you to think socially, which obviously
Got it.
it's not going to happen really. But you cannot do anything hostile or harmful towards Bill.
Just him?
Just Bill.
Okay.
So, yeah, you just feel kind of a familiarity with Bill that tells you that hurting him is a bad idea. A second guessing in your mind that happens whenever you raise your pistol towards him. Okay, that is Bill's bonus action. He will take the last of his attacks now with that used. It's going to be on Boss. He's just going to keep digging his claw into your chest further. I don't know why he wouldn't. I don't like this.
Cool.
What's your AC, Boss?
17.
Okay. In that case, this D20 is a 9 or higher. This attack will hit you. It's a 17.
This is
15 points of necrotic and slashing damage.
Oh, I'm down.
Drops you.
So hard.
And at the moment, that does not reduce your max HP any further, but you are still have a 7 reduction to your max HP right now as you fall down, drifting unconscious. In the might of this vampire's hands. That is his action. That is his bonus action. That is the end of Bill Statler's turn. He's not going to move right now. He's going to try this. He doesn't know what a gameplay mechanic is. With Boss falling to the ground now, bleeding to death, he looks at Cadence, who is charmed by him. It just says to you, Cadence, now, why don't you tell me where Pendleton and Von Stoppel are? I got a job I need to finish, and best a man do something himself. I'll just tell you, he has advantage to persuade you. That is never binding, but I'll let you decide if you feel like Cadence would say so. Would answer this question. I'll leave that to you.
Oh,
if you want me to
boy.
roll like a persuasion or something for him, I will do so. Yes. With advantage, his persuasion on you is a 18. If you want me to give you a mechanic, I would tell you to make like an insight check with a DC 18 or a wisdom save DC 18, or if you want to just decide, you're absolutely welcome to. There's
That's
nothing
fine.
there's nothing obligating you to do anything here.
So I'll look at him as he says it, and I see that he's still kind of like reeling from the shot I did earlier and a little off kilter from a bonus action, and I'll look out the window to where I know Bones is hopefully taking aim.
Yeah.
And I'll just say, turn around.
Yeah. He turns around.
That feels like a good middle ground.
Yeah, excellent. I love that. I love it a lot. Okay, that brings us to Patch's turn. Bill tips his hat towards you, Cadence.
Yeah.
Much obliged.
Well, with my obvious movie lore, I'm gonna throw the rock at the window.
I'll tell you, you wrap a t-shirt around your hand and still just throw a rock.
Well, yeah, I can't harm myself. To make sure I stay safe. So
you toss the rock through the window, it shatters the window open, and the curtains fly open for a moment, long enough giving you a line of sight if you would like to.
Yep.
What would you like to do?
Well, I have this wand.
You got this cool wand that you could use if you want to.
So obviously I'm gonna use it.
I'll say it. Give me a D100.
It's time for the cure wounds. This is how Boss comes up.
Fireball!
Oh, where are you aiming, real quick? Where are you pointing? Like at Bill or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Were you aiming? Huh? Aiming?
Aim.
Fascinating. Really fascinating stuff. Okay, I also need you to roll me a D10.
You can just spin the wheel again.
I could.
You could if you want to.
But I can't.
Oh.
I will not betray it like that. 3.
Is that how many times you cast Cure Wounds, or?
That's how many fireballs I did.
I need you to understand that if you would have rolled a 7 on that D10, it would have actually been Fireball. You, with the t-shirt wrapped around your hand, throw a brick through the window, and with the other hand following it ever so fast, hold your wand of wonder out. Magic flashes around it. The crystal at the end turns bright icy blue, and then there's just a whoosh of ice and sleet and snow that shoot out in a 15-foot cone, hitting only Cassius Lars and Bill Statler and none of your friends.
Oh, nice.
As you cast
Just
the
as I
chilling
planned.
spray spell, and they each need to make Constitution saving throws. This one is for the priest. That's a nat 18. Jesus Christ, my dice today are hot. And for Bill, nat 12 for a total of 19. So I think they both succeed. You can still roll me 2d6 cold damage. They will still take half.
6.
6, okay, so they take 3 damage. Now, importantly, even those 3 points of damage, that triggers a concentration check from Cassius Lars, who's concentrating on Dispel Magic. He adds only a 1 to his Constitution saving throw. So I'm going to roll this d20 on the screen. On a 8 or lower, he will lose concentration on Dispel Magic. 12.
Damn.
Keeps the concentration up.
Can I use Stroke of Luck now?
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to have him redo that concentration check. All right.
Yep.
I'm looking for an 8 or lower. Jesus Christ. Dang. I rolled under a 10 this whole fucking fight. Okay, yeah, unfortunately, Cassius Lars keeps his concentration on the spell. The fringes of the snow and ice just barely reaching him and Bill through the window that shatters open. The head just snaps over in your direction. Bill's does. Okay, that is your action and item interaction. You got bonus action, if you wish, and movement.
Yeah, I'll use Healing Word on Boss.
Absolutely huge. Absolutely goddamn huge. What level do you want to cast it at? First is, it doesn't really get buffed until 3rd. Or it gets like a bigger buff at 3rd if you do it. Up to you if you actually want to go that high or not. You can just get them up.
I'll just
first
get them
level.
up.
Okay.
Yeah.
That can be a d4 plus 4.
5.
5. Boss, gasping for breath. You feel the, what do you smell? You smell marinara sauce and Parmesan cheese.
New car smell.
New car smell. Weird combo.
Which means
you
nothing
smell
to
the
you.
smell of somebody eating spaghetti in the car.
I
You smell Fazoli's drive-through.
I assume that it's like Patch's idea of what he would think of as home smells.
That's
so it's
true.
what Patches thinks curry smells like, which is just a bowl of marinara sauce.
Patches, I love the idea that Patches lovingly thinks about what it's going to be, and for everyone, it's actually just marinara sauce.
Everybody likes a marinara.
Boss, you are prone on the ground, still grappled by Bill. He never released his grapple from you. All right, that brings us then to Marvel. I think Bill's going to hold his legendary action for now.
Cool. I'm going to use my Tabaxi Dash to get to the south part of Father Cassius.
Cool. You burst in the doors. 10, 20. Oops. 30 you there. You don't even need to Tabaxi Dash. Do you want to take
I want to be
step?
one. I want to be all. I want to be
Got
dex
it.
to both
Okay,
of
that
them.
does take your Tabaxi Dash then.
I am invisible, so I'm going to take my,
Alright.
my first attack on Cassius with
Outstanding. You got an
advantage.
attack with advantage.
That's going to be a 20 to hit.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, not a lot of damage. It's only going to be 5 points of thunder damage, and he has disadvantage on attacking anyone but me.
Important. All right. 5 points of thunder damage. Oops.
I'll let you make his Constitution check.
Yep, here's his concentration check. Once again, you guys just need a 8 or lower on the D20. Jesus Christ, 3 straight.
Dang it.
He's stout and resolute
All right.
in this hallowed place.
My next attack is going to be on Statler. He has a -2.
He's a -2 to his AC right now, yes. He's okay.
It's going to be a miss.
Okay, yeah, he is remarkably nimble. He ducks under your shot. He stands back up and looks at you. Anything else on your turn? So you,
I don't have a bonus action, I don't think.
Okay.
But I have something after my turn.
Okay, great. Go ahead after your turn.
Yeah, Kite's by the front door. He's going to make a range attack on Father Cassius.
Right, you have like a familiar that's actually like a goddamn combatant. Put it on the map. All right.
Yeah.
So we put your little dragonfly drone out by the front door, and he is making an attack on who? Priest.
Father Cassius. Oh, man, this is the second time it's rolled a 2 in a row.
Bummer.
These guys dice need to go to jail.
Retire that dice into the Joe. Send them to dice prison. Federal
Why
dice
would you give me
prison.
these dice?
Federal dice.
Absolute federal retention.
I
center for
assume
those
that
dice.
I'm assuming that a 10 does not
It will
hit.
not hit for the priest. Thank you for checking though, because some of these guys don't have that good.
But then he's going to fly up a little bit to get some cover.
Great. How high does it fly up?
I wasn't sure if there's like room in that doorway to just like.
Oh yeah,
he's
just
tiny.
yes, just out of the door, just kind of.
Yeah,
up in the
that way
ceiling.
he's
Got
not
it.
seen,
Oh,
that way
you're
he
talking about, like up above
Yep.
everything. Okay, got it. As you swing at Statler and he ducks underneath it and stands back up, he looks at you and kind of shakes his head. Says, "You've been a hard man to track down."
Blah blah blah.
Should have known better than to let children do a man's work. Actually, no. He's going to go ahead and now take a legendary action. Seeing Marble come in, he's going to make an attack.
Tell me who's out. Is he not out?
At the start of his turn, he gets all his legendary actions back.
Oh, yeah.
So he's just now using his first one for this initiative.
Cool. I forgot about that. Very cool. Hey, Zeke.
That's pretty cool stuff.
Hey, it's better than before. Really?
I didn't even make this one up.
Linder,
No, I understand. Cool. My thumb is up.
And I totally get that. And I do get that.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, he's gonna make an attack on Marvel.
I'm a throw up.
Oh, my first bad roll yet, even though you have good AC. 11 to hit is an awful
that hits me. Ooh.
His vampire claws just scratch across your armor, unable to find purchase. He's not going to move. That brings us down to Bones.
Okay, with my bonus actions fast hands, I'm going to activate the Fire Amber. Did you get a Fairy Fire off? I assume you went down, so it's down anyway. Okay, Fire Amber Scepter. I cast Fairy Fire.
Incredible.
Which takes the form, instead of a normal fairy fire, of coming out as little glowing insects, which I assume probably look kind of like Ghost's weird blue bladderflies.
Yeah. It's from the Underdark. If it's from Hallowhive, you can see it.
Wonderful. So I will drop a diamond such that it hits the two of them and none of my friends.
Okay.
I think I can avoid patches, but we'll see.
So you can do it like right there and not hit
Perfect.
patches.
Amazing. They both need dex saves against my DC, which is bad.
Okay. Awesome.
Thumbs up.
Here's Cassius Lars. 9 total.
That is a fail. I'm so impressed.
And then for Bill Statler, much better.
10.
22.
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay, so but Cassius Lars is outlined in glittering light.
Okay, I do have help from Cadence, though, correct?
What's that?
Yes.
I have help from Cadence? Okay, amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. I shoot Vampire with Radiant Bullet.
Shoot. Understood. Launching your daylight bullets.
I'm aiming...
So goddamn bad. It's so bad.
Pretty good. I'm aiming center mass. My goal here is not a clean kill headshot. It is to get this stuck in his ribcage.
Love that for you.
17?
I need you to understand something. 17 would have missed if Cadence hadn't reduced his AC because she did 17 hits.
Thank you.
Absolutely fucking huge.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and attack on a little combat die. We don't have... I'm a throw up.
I'm gonna actually puke right now.
23, and I need him to give me a strength save.
Yes. 23 points of damage.
Yeah, which is all radiant? I think it's all radiant, if that matters.
Okay, and then I'm sorry, you need a strength save from him, you say?
Correct.
That is a 20 total.
He's good. I was attempting to either disarm or push, but it doesn't matter.
Okay. He stands his ground. However, it happens so fast that you almost don't see the light. It almost just looks like there's an unbelievably bright muzzle flare from your rifle.
Trace around.
And then just bursting out of his chest, just a beam of bright light burning him from the inside out.
I love that.
He screams out in pain. That's bad.
Yeah.
That's quite bad for him.
And there are
quite bad for him.
and there are glowing bugs that just linger around there.
Fucking incredible. That's your action.
And my bonus
And your
action
bonus
was
action.
to
Do you
do
want
the
to
fire. I'm gonna go ahead and just step through. Has it been broken enough that we can climb through it?
No, a brick went through, but not
That's
a
so
person.
true. That's true. I will step back behind Mauricio and Ghost. So that I can still see in there, but they have clean access to it.
There?
Yeah, even just right over their shoulder is fine. Sorry about your ears, guys.
Like right there?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, that's the end of Bones' turn. Alright, well, Bill Statler's got a daylight bullet in his chest. That's not good for him. It's really not.
Not his fate.
I really need you to understand how bad that is for him.
Please explain.
Well, it's not that he's in daylight, it's that daylight is in him. So technically he doesn't do anything because
He's got that daylight in him.
That's actually true.
Having Cadence charmed, screaming in pain, he looks towards you, Cadence. Says, I need your help now. I need you to make me a charisma saving throw.
Disadvantage, just straight? How does this
Just
work?
normal. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Charm doesn't cause you to have any special effects on this.
17?
17, you're good. You resist him trying to magically compel you to do something.
Please, she barely likes us.
Okay.
I don't know, this guy's making a lot of sense. That everyone's a waste of my time. I shouldn't be here.
Well, what is your passive perception?
16.
16, okay. Bones, you fire this shot at Bill and then back away from the window, kind of looking over Ghost and Maurice's shoulder. On his 24 stealth check, you don't see him coming before it is too late. An attack made against you with advantage. 18 to hit you, Bones.
That is hit.
Bones, you take 15 points of piercing damage and necrotic damage if it matters to you. As you do now see peeking around the corner Deputy Orlando Merrill, who had been hidden up in the tower up top of the church on a 24 stealth check.
He tried to tell us.
Is leaned around the corner with a pistol. One shot hits you, he will now take a second shot. This time he does not have advantage because he is no longer hidden from you.
Ow.
Look out.
Watch out. You do want to watch out for this? Ooh, even better.
It's got a reasonable chance of downing me right here.
You sure would like to. It's fucking us.
Since now, can I see the guy now?
Yes, you can see him now.
Okay, I'd like to use my reaction to impose disadvantage.
Okay, excellent. Again.
Frying pan.
Much worse.
Also, frying pan out.
Total of 14.
Yep.
14 misses. Thank you,
Okay.
Marisco.
Kings
Mauricio,
off the frying pan.
you see Deputy Merrill lean around the corner with a pistol and interpose your frying pan for the second shot. It's a loud gong.
Also,
Here comes-
hilariously cinematic.
Yes.
Here comes
You know how much that would
a
hurt your arm?
moderately important
Well, it hurts so
concentration
much.
check.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I have a -1. I rolled a natural one for 0
Okay,
total.
Fairy Fire ends.
Yeah, unless
no.
unless the item keeps it up for me, but I don't think it does.
Unless it says it does.
Yeah.
Okay, Fairy Fire goes away and ends on Cassius Lars. And then Orlando Merrill will... You don't really know what he does, but you see him kind of disappear back around that corner. I'm not sure where he goes.
Does Kite see him?
Yes, because Kite is right there. Sees him run over here. He can use a bonus action to dash, is what she's doing. He just kind of he doesn't go very far. He just kind of gets right into here, so he's out of line of sight of Cadence and the people inside, but still within range to pop around the other corner.
I'll telepathically convey what Kite telepathically told me to
Right,
Cadence.
right. Let everyone know that he's out front.
Well, just Cadence. I can't say that much.
Oh, right, just to Cadence. Got it. Okay. The end of Orlando Merrill's turn makes it Maurice's turn. Oh, real quick before I forget, I should have rolled this at the end of Bill's turn and I didn't. On a 5 or 6, he can charm again next turn. 3, he cannot use his charm again next turn.
Okay, well, I can't catch him, so that's out of the question. So I can't fit through this window currently?
No, it just has a brick-sized opening in it.
Can I shove my little tiny arm in there with a sleight of hand check to unlock the window and open it?
I'm not even going to require a check from you. Item interaction, you can reach in and unlock it.
Okay, cool, sick. I'll do that, and I will... before I jump inside, I'm actually going to turn back around and cast Shield of Faith on Bones.
All right, Bones, get a little bonus to your AC.
Thank you.
Okay, I just need to get in the window. I might move out of the way in a second, but I'm going to... it's my action to attack with my Mirrorlight Blade. Woo! 24 to hit on Bill.
Jesus. Yeah, that'll do.
Okay, and then it's my turn, so my reaction's back, so I can go ahead and pump one Divine Smite into this too, because he's an undead.
Awesome. You don't need a reaction for that, just so you know. But yes, you absolutely can.
I thought I had to have it available.
Nope. Smites
Nope,
don't cost
okay.
any kind of action economy, you just cast them when you do.
Cool, sick.
Ooh, a lot of
Yeah.
ones in
Good
there.
to see that.
So sad.
Yeah, sad.
It's 12 damage though.
Cool.
Your light blade shoots off your little half glove you're wearing, and there's a smell of like sea foam and the sound of waves crashing as you cast this smite on him. He reels backwards from it. Vampires don't like running water.
That makes sense. I'm gonna duck down over here by the piano.
Yeah, get over the piano, kind of ducking down, getting a little cover.
I think that's it.
Okay. Alright, at the end of Marisco's turn, Bill will use his final legendary action. He's once again still looking up at you, Cadence, and pleading for your help. Give me another charisma saving throw.
Much worse, 7.
He looks at you and once again says, he says what he said before, like, I could use some help here. And then he just whispers the word quietly, but you hear it in the inside of your ear, betray. And according to the command spell, On your next turn, you attack, cast a harmful spell, or use a harmful ability targeting your nearest ally, moving toward them if necessary to do so.
I don't have any allies in here. So.
I mean,
problem solved.
And that brings us to Ghost's turn.
I'm gonna step over here, and I need Cactus to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Jesus Christ, you guys. Nat 20.
Okay. That's my turn.
Jesus fuck. My dice are not cooperating with you guys tonight. Alright, that's your action. Nothing else for you?
I have no bonus actions.
Yeah.
Unless I could throw items down as a part of the bonus action.
You can do that for free as an item interaction at least once per turn.
Yeah, I'll throw a bunch of caltrops
Awesome.
on this window, and I will inform all of my allies, which is, everyone except for Cadence.
Right. That there's a bunch of caltrops on the window. Got it.
Caltrops, don't come out this window.
It's funny because Ghost is actually the most important part of this fight if you can break the concentration on Lars, and also just because Bill Statler has a daylight bullet in his chest. True. But there's not much for him to do at the moment other than just sit back while this
I've done my part.
roasts.
The
Okay.
big issue is that I've burned all of my mana on daylight, so there's not much I can do.
I feel ya. Okay, top of the round, boss. You are thankfully not on death saves, but you are grappled and prone, meaning you can't move, so you can't get up from prone.
Everything sucks.
It does all suck right now. It's all bad.
So
It's bad.
there's still a brick under this cloth.
Correct, but it is no longer glowing. The Father Lars pulled the light off of it and threw it at you as an attack. Mechanically, he's concentrating on Dispel Magic. If you can break Cassius Lars's concentration, then the light will come back to the brick. But he's concentrating on dispelling that light right now. But you do see light just pouring out of Bill Statler's chest from a glowing bullet in his chest. So
That's
there's
cool.
that.
But the brick's still under the seat.
The brick is still underneath the curtain, yes.
Would it take an action to cut that open, or just item?
To cut the curtain open, I'd let you do that for an item interaction. That's fine. Okay, cool. Yeah, you just kind of cut a slice in the curtain for free.
As I try to roll over, just rip that open.
Yep, love it.
Just to open that back up.
Yep, the brick is exposed again. It's still not glowing, but if it starts glowing again, it'll be exposed.
Fairy Fire, can I hit both of them?
Absolutely, yes, easy.
So I roll over, slash that open.
Yeah.
Brick's not glowing. I'm kind of confused by that because I've been all fucked up.
Yeah.
The Fairy Fire hits them. That greenish, brownish, orange hits Statler and Lars.
Oh yeah. For Cassius Lars, a 10 total fails even with your exhaustion. Fails for Statler.
Fails.
And that one definitely fails
Cool.
for Statler.
Fairy Fire on both.
Hang on a second. Let's look at Statler's stat block. He'd like to not be fair fired. He's going to start burning some legendary resistances. He's at 8 total. That brings him up to 15. So this one was a very lucky roll. So one of his legendary resistances is gone, and he avoids the fairy fire.
Hey,
So sorry. I'm not that sorry.
Just a quick thought.
Yeah, go ahead.
If I were to say, fuck you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
What does that do?
How would that do? Yeah. It gives me fuel. And thank you so much.
Hey, that's his plan.
Incredible. That's his plan. That's God's plan for us.
God's plan.
So you don't have any movement right now. You've used your action. Do you want to use a bonus action? You can make an arm strike if you want to. That's a bonus action option for you.
Yeah, no. You know what? Let me just try to flick him in the nose.
You get disadvantage for being prone, but you can go make an attack with disadvantage on Bill.
11 plus 16 minus 1 is 16. Oh.
Yeah.
11 plus 6 is 17. Minus 1 is
minus
6.
1 for exhaustion. Did you already roll with disadvantage?
Yeah, that was
succeeded.
my, yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
because,
shit.
Because of cadence, you exactly hit.
Oh, cool. So I get a...
Should roll 1 arm strike damage. You can do the helmet if you want to. To do a d10 instead
I
of
love that, actually. Yeah, that actually works out for me.
And actually, importantly, if that knocks him back, it'll break his grapple on you.
9.
9 points of damage. So he gets knocked back 5 feet, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You slam, as he's got his chest, or his hand buried in your chest, rotting away your flesh. You wake up groggy and just headbutt his hand, and he falls backwards, reeling, grabbing his hand, and you're released from your grapple now. Also, that happens on your turn, and now you can take your movement if you wish to.
Run away!
Alright, so half your movement stands up, so you got 20 feet left.
Get out the window. Not the caltrops.
Steps right on the caltrops.
You already told me not to.
I know we're being a little bit silly, but only one of the windows is open, and it's the Caltrop one. So if you want to break another window open, you can. But which one?
Well, I just said that there's caltrops there, so if you want to jump.
Let's just say this cinematically. Once again, boss is just going head first out the window.
All right, cool.
He's
You
out.
just torpedo dive out the window, land out here.
Hell yeah.
Okay, sweet. That brings us now to Cadence's turn. Cadence, you're charmed by him, but you're not like mind controlled by him. Oh,
I am
you do
mind
have
controlled
to
by him,
betray
yes.
Marble right
Yep.
now.
Not again.
He's always doing this.
2.
It'd be really funny.
Oh,
It'd be really
damn.
funny if she was like, he said not to kill the thralls.
Marble, you feel a blink off the back of your helmet as Cadence's bullet bounces off your armor suit, but doesn't hurt you.
Yeah. Hey, watch it.
All right.
I don't know. Watch it.
I'm fighting here. I'm fighting the vampire.
He whispered out loud. Oh, and only I heard.
Oh
him
yeah,
say
only
betray.
you. I don't know. I just think you're missing bad.
Right.
Missing real bad.
Missing so bad. At the end of that turn, your senses come back enough that you can kind of like, behave more normally, but
Still charmed.
Still charmed. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, sorry, Marble.
Father Cassius Lars is just over here concentrating on Dispel Magic. He looks at the glowing bullet in Statler's chest and like could try to do a medicine check to get in there and dispel the magic on that, but then he would have to lose Dispel Magic on the other one. Boy, what the fuck did we do?
He's gonna pray on it.
He's just gonna pray. I think, yeah.
Hey, give it up to the big guy.
He is very good at medicine. He's got a +7 to his medicine. I'm going to allow Father Lars to use an action to try to get this bullet out of Statler as a medicine check.
You're gonna allow that as an action?
Yeah, totally. I would allow you guys to... What was the attack roll? Do you remember the
I
attack
was
roll?
gonna say, I think it would just be the attack roll,
Yeah,
probably.
Attack roll was only 17.
17? Okay. We're going to use the attack roll. Father Cassius Lars adds +7 to medicine. I'm going to allow him to use an action to try to get this bullet out. He needs a DC 17. I'm going to roll the d20 on the screen. On a 9 or lower, this bullet remains in Bill Statler. It's a 4. The bullet remains in Bill Statler.
Bad roll tonight.
There haven't been very
It's a
many.
good one to be bad.
He sticks his fingers in Bill's chest and starts to like pull this bullet out. He like can't get a finger on it. He will. Oh boy. He is going to shake his head. He will walk over here, pick up the brick.
As he tries to step away, I'm going to booming blade him.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
This is the like 4th time this is rolled.
We told you to send it to federal prison.
I don't have the dice.
Please federally indict
mine
that
all
die
that
and
too,
send it to
but-
prison. I assume the attack misses.
I presume it does.
Okay. He will walk away from you, Marble, far enough to grab this brick, walk over here with it, and put it in this room, and then close the door behind it. So the brick is now out of the picture. So now next turn, he can dispel the one on Bill, but it's there for now. It's not great. He just kind of tosses it onto this table and closes the door behind him. Okay, that's Cassius's action and movement. That's it for Cassius Lars. He stays right there for the moment. That is going to be now Bill Statler's turn. Well, gang, Bill takes 20 radiant damage if he starts his turn in sunlight.
Hell yeah.
So he's going to
Nice.
go ahead and take 20 points of radiant damage as he burns from the inside. You smell just smoldering flesh. Even though the bullet is inside, the fur from the edges starts to like shrivel and wilt and turn gray as he starts to kind of like shrivel up and look more like a dead or dying possum. Okay, that just happens at the start of his turn. He has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks in this state. I guess he could try to pull it out of himself, but he's not that good at medicine, and he knows it. He bursts into bats. You see that there is a scattering of bats that sort of explode all around and then congeal into one bat. He just shapeshifts into a bat and goes to fly out this window.
Full of daylight, right?
Still glowing, still full of daylight. He passes out of Marisco's range. Marisco, you can make an opportunity attack if you wish to.
Fuck him.
15 for a bat?
15 does not hit, I'm afraid.
I'm gonna use my favorite by the gods and add to that.
Okay, incredible. You still have to roll really badly here to miss him. Okay, yes, now you hit.
This means I can technically smite again, can I?
100% you absolutely can.
Okay. 22 radiant damage?
Christ.
Much better.
As this bat flies out the window with a glowing bullet embedded in its chest, you jab with your half-glove rapier. It pierces one of the wings and kind of flies lopsided for a second. Bill, Jesus fuck, he's in trouble. Bill's like animal instinct right now is to flee, but if he flees, he's fucking dead. He has to stay where Cassius Large can dispel him. So he does what he originally flew out here to do before taking 25 points of damage. This bat flies over towards Bones and starts to attack Bones. 18 to hit you, Bones.
That exactly hits through Shield of Faith.
Bones, you take a whopping 5 points of piercing damage, but more importantly, 12 points of necrotic damage. 2 hit points. Please note somewhere that your max HP right now is reduced by 12. As this bat lands on you and sinks fangs into you and starts sucking the blood out of your throat. That is the only attack it gets in bat form. It doesn't get to do the rest of its attacks. That was its bonus action to shapeshift, its action to attack. That is all that it can do on its turn. Patches, that brings us to your turn.
Can I see Bill from where I am, or no?
Yeah, your window to his window, you got line of sight. You maybe have a little bit of cover from an attack roll, but you can see him.
Good thing that does not matter with a certain wand.
Jesus fucking Christ, if you want to wonder right now, we're so screwed.
you absolutely won't do it.
You said you're so glad to have me back, and I mean, I don't have anything else to do, so...
Just do it. Just one wonder. You won't do your thing. You won't do it. Why don't we move on from it? Because you're not going to do it, so we should just move to the next thing.
I got one to wonder.
I can't believe you let him pressure. You're having this at Father Cassius?
It's quite clear about who is having it up. 5.
Oh my god,
I would like you to roll me
One step closer to fireball.
I need you to roll me a d10, and I really need you to understand how bad it would be if you rolled a 7.
Please don't roll a 7.
There's other bad options in here too, but 7's the worst option.
Please, funny roll. 7.
Is it? Is it a 7?
Oh my god!
That's actually good for us.
It's honestly, it could be worse. There's a unit.
Bill's
We could just bring them up
fucked,
after
and
they
we
go
can heal
down.
you guys.
Bill is hard fucked right now. Okay.
That was already hard.
You point through the brick-shaped hole in the window, your wand of wonder. The gem on the end glows bright, fiery orange, and then sends just the tiniest little mote of fire that drifts out the other window, blooms, and explodes. Dexterity saves from Morisco, Bill, Ghost, Bones, Boss.
I'm down. I don't have evasion,
None of
so I'm
Bones
down.
Boss even need to
Do you have
roll.
evasion?
I don't have evasion. I was gonna say, if you roll 33 damage and I fail, I just... Oh, wait, my max HP is reduced.
Ooh, yeah, that's bad.
Okay, I should roll. What's your save?
That's the wand of wonder has its own saving throw, it should say on it.
15.
Oh, thank fuck. I exactly made
Oh
the
my
save.
God.
Okay.
Morisco saved, Bones
You get a
saved,
bonus save?
Ghost failed, Boss
16.
saved.
Wait, minus
I
exhaustion.
forgot to even roll for
Still
Bill.
time.
I guess I should roll for the guy you targeted.
You're at minus 1
Bill
right now for
succeeds.
exhaustion, right?
Yeah.
So you need to get to 15.
Yeah.
18. Yes, you're still getting with the exhaustion. 18 points of damage?
Yes.
So everybody takes... So Bones, you're down.
I'm
but It does
down.
not outright kill you, importantly. Boss, you succeeded and take 9, so you are down, but not out outright. Bill succeeds and takes 8 points of fire damage. Ghost, you failed and take... You already took it. Perfect. And then Morisco, you succeeded and take 9. You had some tip HP. Okay. This blooming fire erupts on the other side of the building. Boss and Bones go down to death saves. Bill is still up.
Hold on, please. I'm not done yet.
Why
Where'd that come from? Where'd that come from?
Absolutely fucking wild to actually get fireball.
We've been saying it all this. We've been saying it for.
Welcome
Boss
back,
wanted to
Soch.
set a building on fire,
We've been talking all campaign about you eventually accidentally fireballing the party. And on your first session back, it happens.
Yeah, excellent, yeah. Yeah. Well, so I don't completely ruin my entire party's life.
I want to set the scene really quick because this could
Also,
get
is Bill dead? Or is he
absolutely
still alive?
no. He succeeded and still has some health left. So you took away the health that he got from attacking Bones. Bill is on Bones, still sucking his blood while Bones is on death saves. Bill has legendary actions. There's a real chance that Bill will kill Bones if something is not done to help him. You can't see Bones from where you currently are. So just to set the stakes very clearly,
Kill Bill.
I will tell you, just your character can see this too, so I got no problem telling you. Bill has not stopped siphoning Bones' life now that he's on death saves. At the end of your turn, Bill is going to use legendary action to deal Bones more death saves.
I am going to use my Swift Triage.
Okay, incredible. I haven't used that since you've
So,
been
a
up,
creature I
right?
see within 90 feet is reduced to 0. I can use my reaction to move towards them up to my movement speed and cast a spell within range that restores HP.
Incredible. What, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 gets to where you can see both Bones and Boss.
And then I will use Aura Vitality.
Now, importantly, Aura Vitality you cast as an action, and then your bonus action is to heal with it. So you would then not have a bonus action to heal somebody else. If you wish, instead, you can just do healing word Bones, healing word Boss, and then they're both up. Then you don't have Aura Vitality up, unfortunately, but it gets them both up. That's your probably best option to get them both up if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. You can either roll for them separately or roll both at the same time, up to you.
It's a
D4 plus 4.
8.
Alright, so you both get back 8 points of healing. Absolutely critically huge. This not out of the woods, but the
Exactly as I planned it.
Bones isn't about to die after this second. Okay.
8 is so much of your health bar.
It's funny because from Bones' perspective, not long ago, he had a big talk with Patches about you had to watch your friendly fire. And from his perspective, Patches did an AoE and he wasn't harmed by it. So Patches must have figured something out.
That's true. Yeah. Importantly, Ghost or Bones, you don't drop to prone because you specifically don't ever drop to 4 hit points.
I got fireballed and came up with more health. So I think Patches has learned his lesson and figured out how to heal with his fireball.
I learned how to heal with fireball.
Boss is writhing on the ground, scorched in flames.
I learned how to heal with fireball, don't worry.
Truly the wildest turn. Welcome back, Sochi. It's so good to have you back. That's the end of Patch's turn. End of Patch's turn, Bill Statler is going to take a legendary action to continue to try to kill Bones.
Please miss.
I'll roll this on screen. This attack has a +8 to hit. What's your AC?
My AC is currently 18, thanks.
Okay, so if this die is 10 or higher, this attack will hit Bones.
Little bits.
Ugh.
God damn it.
Bones, you take 8 points of just the piercing damage from
Down
Bite.
again.
He drops you again. Now, the rest of this damage doesn't matter for taking out, but it's still going to
It's max
reduce your
HP
max,
reduction,
which
yeah.
is still huge. It is 3d8. It's significant.
Ugh.
14 more hit point reduction
Oh
to your
my
match.
God.
What is your current max HP?
Low. It is.
It's minus 26 right now.
So
I
about
believe.
31 minus 26. So yeah, 5. I have max HP of 5.
Max HP is 5 hit points right now. You guys see Bill Statler in bat form, scorched, burning, glowing from a bullet in his chest. Teeth are sunk into Bones, and Bones is shriveling like a fucking raisin. You see the hair starting to fall out of Bones. You see him turning gray. You see the lips turning blue. Bones looks like on the edge of becoming a corpse. Marvel, that brings us to your turn. You see Bones in very bad shape outside.
Okay.
Now, probably Bones did not fail the death save yet, but your max HP is great.
I was going to say, at this point, death saves do not matter. If I take 10 points of damage, I instantly die.
Okay.
Yeah, this just kill you.
I pull out a little mirror box and I cast Vortex Warp on Bones.
I cannot tell you how important this is.
And I am going to move him right next to north of the front entrance.
Okay, kind of behind this pew over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I still have one other thing I can do.
Really quick, I forgot to do this. When Bill bit you, he gets back hit points for hitting you. For the necrotic damage that he dealt.
I will then use my movement to post up next to Bill.
Okay.
I can, if I use half movement to get through the caltrops, it's fine, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I'll step one step over. I don't know how far I can get away from the door. That way, if he tries to go inside, Oh, he has to leave my range.
Yeah. That's good right there.
Is that as far as I can go? If I can go one more step down beneath Ghost, that way he has to leave my range.
Totally.
And then I'll command Kite to. He can go 6, so he's going to skirt outside to the south, and then he's also going to shoot Bill.
Okay.
He has 30 foot. He has 30 feet, so he might have to move. He can move 30 feet, and he can shoot 30 feet.
Great.
So he might need to move over a little bit more. I don't know if he can make it.
10, 20, go 30, and that gets he's still too far away.
Okay, then he'll shoot Orlando because of that
Cool.
guy.
Yeah. You have to move to do that. Just stay over here if you want to, or you want to move closer.
Well, actually, could he just go inside? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he can just go inside and then shoot a window.
Yeah. So he can go 10, 20, 30, and then be able to see Bill out the window.
Cool. And he's going to start blasting.
All right.
Well, he has 1 blast.
One blast.
Yay! A 23.
Absolutely hits. I need to step backward really quick. This is immensely significant. I normally don't like to retcon once we've gone this deep, but this is huge and could cost Bones his character, so I want to say it. Bill should have disadvantage on attack rolls. He has a fucking sunlight bullet in his chest. He did not roll disadvantage on the attack that just downed Bones.
Oh, please.
I'm gonna hold all the other actions the same, but this could reduce Bill's HP by 14 and give Bones back 14 max HP. On a 10 or higher, things remain as they are. On a 9 or lower, Bill's attack on Bones that reduced his max HP by 14 and put him on death saves will have missed. 5 on the die. Fucking insane. Okay, so Bones, your max HP goes back up by 14. Bill's health goes down by 14, back to 29 where it was. This is easy enough to unwind. Let's just unwind it. It's not that much has happened.
Okay.
We move back to right here. Sorry for that massive confusion. As Bill goes to bite into the body of Bones as it's on the ground with 8 hit points. As he goes to chomp into you, the light in his chest blinds him enough that he can't get purchase on you. Wow.
Jesus.
Absolutely
Jesus.
bonkers. Sorry, Marble. Now let's come back to your turn with the situation that changed.
I'm not going to
as
cast
we see
Vortex.
here.
I'm just going to run up to him and I'm just going to start wailing on it.
Hell yeah.
Okay, you leap out the window and start beating the fuck out of the spat.
Yeah.
Boy, that was-
Should I just keep this for Kite?
You keep the roll, that's fine.
For Kite?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and roll
This
his
guy
damage.
still do what he
does
wants
it
to.
after my turn, but I don't think it really matters.
Yeah.
For a total of 4 force damage.
4 points force damage to Bill Statler from Kite.
And then I'm going to do 2 punches on him.
Alright.
For a natural 20.
Hell yes. Fuck yeah.
That's my best friend! Okay, 9 points of thunder damage on the first hit. And he has disadvantage attacking anyone but me, even if he had the thing removed. And then a miss.
Okay.
Classic.
Alright. You come out there and start wailing on this bat. I think you probably just grab it, your big metal gauntlets, and start squeezing it, trying to crush it. Okay. That's it for Marble. Bill, his only hope is to survive until Cassius Lars can save him. And he doesn't have anything to do with the legendary action to try to save himself here. He's gonna keep trying to do what he was trying to do. He's gonna keep trying to kill Bones. I will now remember to make this attack with disadvantage. If one of these 2 dice is lower than a 10, this attack misses. Misses.
Oh, thank God. Holy fuck. Thank you, Marisco. Thank you, Ghost.
Bones, it is your turn.
Oh my God. I will bonus action disengage, step back 5 so I no longer have disadvantage, take a regular shot on Bill, which is going to be a natural 20. I don't need
Shadow projectile.
advantage.
Shadow projectile, okay. Intelligence save from Bill Statler.
Thank you.
He only adds a 2 to this. I'll roll on the screen.
Ooh.
21.
Does he have disadvantage
That's a
because
fail,
of his sunlight?
No, it's only attacks and ability checks.
You roll this with
Explicitly
disadvantage.
says. Okay, boss is going to spend an inspiration to give that a saving throw disadvantage. I don't normally allow that, but I'll allow it in this case.
Just give Bones your.
Oh, that is
Bones
true.
advantage.
That's a much faster route to what we're trying to do, yeah.
And that's actually legal for the rules too. So you instead use your inspiration to give Bones advantage on his attack.
Okay. That's huge, 27
Absolutely.
to hit. Okay.
Absolutely hit.
29.
Bones, describe for me the demise of Sheriff Bill Statler of Blackwood. Your gun is enchanted such that if this was a normal humanoid target, it would simply render them unconscious, but Bill Statler is no normal humanoid. You see as you fly away, he drops out of his bat form and lands down on his feet, looks at you, Bones, and says, "You're a hard motherfucker to kill."
I think that even though mechanically it's kind of baked in, Bones makes it sort of a deliberate thing. He looks around at himself and at everybody else that is like super fucked here. And he like manually kind of pulls the safe mode off and switches to just normal lethal ammunition.
Hell
and
yes.
just flies straight down the forehead.
You shoot him directly in the forehead, and the bullet goes through his head, which explodes into a bloody mist supernaturally, kind of washing around Boss on the ground behind him. And then from this, his head like explodes, and then kind of in a weird slow motion thing, it like hangs in the air, and then the rest of his body starts to just disintegrate into bloody mist that, were he not in daylight, would return to his grave to reform. But as the blood pulls apart his body, disintegrating, a glowing daylight bullet blinks down to the ground, and there's a vroom of the glorious, brilliant light of the lamp of Hallow Hive that vaporizes the blood of Bill Statler.
And you are no man at all. And then I'm going to run around the corner so I don't get fucking shot by the sheriff.
Fucking incredible.
Deputy.
Now, does that
Thank you,
evaporate
Buzz.
the blood that just covered me?
It does. Sure does. You are clean of that blood. You're washed in the light of the lamp and made clean
Oh.
of the blood of Bill Statler.
I believe! I believe!
The second funniest option here is simply that this glowing bat starts taking off into the sky and I just
Ski
pull
shoot
it.
it. Yeah. Pull.
I think that you just give Boss Religion might be even better.
Absolutely fucking incredible. Unreal. And I'm sorry, you wanted to move on?
just around the corner to break line of sight if Maxwell or Merrill comes around. I want to not be visible to him.
It comes to Orlando Merrill's turn. And this is the point at which I will tell you a thing that I did not tell you earlier when Patches rolled a 19 on his What Do I Know About Vampires check, which is that as Sheriff Bill Statler dies, you wait for a moment for Orlando Merrill to come around the corner, and he doesn't. You hear a voice say, I
walk over and I cast Mind Slipper on him.
Okay, you just step. Well, yeah. Okay, you step over toward him. He looks confused. He has a look on his face of confusion.
Your gun.
Yeah. He slowly. So I'm going to ask. You said that kind of tongue in cheek, but to ask, do you do something like? Do you attack him, or do you just walk over and say your gun?
I'm preparing to cast a spell.
Okay, you've got kind of a spell like ramped up in your hand, and you hold your other hand out for his gun, or one of your four hands. He holds his gun out towards you and goes to set it in your hand. He says, "I don't know why I'm sorry.
I don't care. Where's the twins?" As he's telling me, I'm gonna go and fumble with the gun to try and remove the ammunition, but Ghost has never held a gun, so it probably goes off by accident at some point.
As you ask where the twins are, Orlando Merrill says, "They're inside. I can show you." Go ahead, Marble.
Yeah, Marble, the moment that this bat dies and it's clear that everything has calmed down, he just scrambles back through the window and just sprints down to the basement. The only place he could, or upstairs?
That goes upstairs.
He'll sprint upstairs.
By the time you make it inside, you see Orlando Merrill also stepping in the front door and walking back kind of in this direction.
Then I will...
And likewise, you see Cassius Lars standing in there also confused. Doesn't say anything, but looks over at the brick that is sitting in the table that he just put it at, reaches a hand towards Boss and undoes his Dispel Magic, pulls the light back out of you and kind of casts it back over to the brick. And just kind of in a weird haze, stands over kind of studying this brick that's glowing with the light of the lamp. Orlando steps up towards this way, sees you, Marble, and says, they're this way. They're this way. Come this way. He.
Can I insight?
Yeah. Give me an insight check, please.
I'll second. Ooh, that's really good. It's going to be a modified 20.
Incredible.
Just 17.
17 and 20. On a 17 ghost, you don't think you're being deceived or lied to. He seems in a daze. He's behaving like a person who hasn't slept in 3 years. He is very much moving through processing what is happening and what has happened. Marvel, you do get all of that same information. In addition, you get the sense that you see a deep look of regret on this.
Oh yeah, this guy has been a mind slave, doing murder, mayhem, and all the things for this vampire.
Terrible things. For
yeah,
sure.
this guy's gonna need some therapy.
Yeah, but he's not lying to you. And as a matter of fact, as you guys, by the time you make it back into this sort of room back here, and then Merrill pulls a key from his belt and unlocks this door right here. You see that. Laying side by side in a little twin bed.
On a twin bed!
Arms over each other, waking up as if from sleep. Top and Yo-Yo Pendleton are sitting up, and Yo-Yo says, "Oh, shit, my head hurts." And Top looks up and sees you in the door, Marvel, and says, "Furball? How'd you get here? Where's here?" And he looks at the windows and stuff.
I would just be like, "You fucks," and I'll just run over and I'll just it's still in my suit, just kind of give them a huge squeeze, probably crushing them a bit.
Yeah. They say, "Ow, fuck, Furball, we told you not to hug us in that thing."
At this point, he's probably almost sobbing at this point.
You pop the helmet off of, or the glass sort of hood off of your
I'll probably also just
armor
take
suit.
the suit actually off.
You guys are heaped together for a moment, making sense of what has just happened. Anyone have things they want to do in the immediate minutes of aftermath here? Boss, go ahead. I will say just a quick note, just very, very minor mechanic, may not matter. Where the body of Bill perished, you do see left behind, his clothing and badge and stuff. And also,
that's what I was going for.
And also a magical pistol. A pistol that's clearly magical, falls to the ground. You can gather his things.
And the reward for killing the...
He doesn't... you can find a wallet. So you can open up his wallet if you wish to. And actually, while we're on it, give me a luck check. And actually, Patches can do this because he's the luck boy.
Nat 20.
Oh, there it is.
I simply can't allow it because we openly said we'll wait.
He fireballed me, Zeke.
You know what? He fireballed you. I'm going to allow it.
He fireballed me, and also the last time I rolled it, I got 100, and you denied me.
That's true. It's absolutely true. And I'm just going to take it. When you open up his wallet, you find 100 marks inside.
The only time I'm lucky is when I roll for Patches.
So there's 10 mark bills in the wallet.
I'm going to add that to it. Are you doing weird stuff with it?
Just do it right now.
After a brief, tearful hug, Yo-Yo says, what's the thing? Where are the cactus guys?
Mostly dead.
Oh, Jesus. Those guys were scary.
Yeah, they fucked up Bones real bad.
Was he all right?
Yeah, I think so.
I need
Vampire.
Who's a vampire? The cactuses were vampires? Vampire cactuses?
The sheriff.
Who?
The sheriff? The possum guy?
They both look at each other confused.
Moss runs into the back of the room, arm in the door. Oh, you're alive.
Yeah, you step
You're
in.
alive. Beautiful, beautiful. And I run up and give hugs, even though I don't really know them. Give them hugs.
100%. You know them or not, you know them a little bit. You shared a dinner with their family. That's knowing a person.
But I'm
and
saying,
also you
just because of the conversation I had with Marble, and I run up and go, "You're alive," and I just give them both hugs.
Yeah, they both hug you back. No reservations about doing so. As you walk past this room, just to say it, Cassius Large has said nothing yet and is holding just a glowing brick, staring at it like the most confused and traumatized priest there ever was. Orlando Mero has sat down at this table and popped open a bottle of whiskey and poured himself a shot, shoots it, pours another, shoots it, pours another, and starts to just kind of sip on that last third shot.
Marble. We found them.
Yeah. Marble is... I don't know, he's probably still hugging them, kind of just grabbing onto them.
Can we get out to cyberspace?
I think actually outside would be more dangerous since we're wanted at the factory.
It is at this point that I will say, 3-4 minutes have passed. People are coming to hear what all the gunshots and fireballs of the church were about. So you can start to see like
small room.
crowds of people kind of approaching.
Good point. Come on, we need to go.
I think Bones is going to start hobbling out front to go deal with that.
Okay.
Do you have this, Bones? Do you have this?
He gives a thumbs up and he has missing teeth.
I'm barely alive.
Yeah,
he's
both
got it.
of you, I think, are barely.
I signed up for
holding
this. Let us just do it.
I might go over to Orlando and Father Cassius.
As Boss and Marble are inside with the twins, and Orlando and Cassius Bones, you hobble out front. Looks like with Morisco as well, to address this crowd. You guys are bloody, or at least Bones is like bloodied and shriveled like a raisin. Some of your fur has started to turn gray. Not as bad as it was before we retconned that second hit, but still. Tom Pepperstripe is moving among the crowd, not actually like leading them here or anything, but kind of with the crowds.
What happened? We heard gunshots. We saw a big explosion.
Can I have, because I'm out here still, can I have cast a silent image of Bill Statler?
Yeah, absolutely. You summon the image of Bill Statler.
And I am going to try to address the crowd using my telepathy.
Okay.
And basically tell them, nothing to worry about. We got a little rowdy celebrating the end of the Espinados. Deputy Merrill will make a proper announcement tomorrow morning. Please all return to your homes.
Incredible. Are you delivering that as Bill Statler, like having him say that?
Yeah, if I can.
Yeah, sure. You have the illusion. I mean, you can have it speak. That's all you got to do.
I can't. It's a silent image.
Oh.
So I have to telepathy it.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I guess you do have to say it. You should have the silent Bill Statler here. Okay. Give me a deception check.
Yeah, I kind of want to just pretend that I am like helping him just project to the entire crowd.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
I'll use my inspiration.
Okay.
I don't want to deal with this.
10. Okay. It's better than 4.
I'm right next to him. Can I quick tap him with the guidance?
Sure. Attack a D4 out of that. Okay, we're moving on
13.
up. We're moving on up. 13's a lot better than 4. On a 13, someone in the crowd, not Tom Pepperstripe, but someone in the crowd says, Sheriff Bill, why aren't you talking?
Do I get the sense that multiple people are not buying
Yeah, some
this?
like 13, like some of them are buying it, but there's a few incredulous folks who are not.
Bones was walking over saying he's going to deal with this, and I think when he sees that people are not buying this, he just waves his hand through the illusion immediately. Says, all right.
Gasps go up through the crowd.
Can I tell that most of these people are high on candy?
Boy, a bunch of them got free candy. A bunch of them are high on candy. Yeah.
People of Blackwood, you've been deceived. Your sheriff was a vampire. And Bones proceeds to essentially give the truth. He says that we are adventurers here to make the world a better place. We found out he's a vampire. We have eradicated the evil and the Espinados. And he's like very dramatizing this. He's really playing this up, trying to essentially
Covered in bites.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've got evidence. I'll even I'd probably make a point of pulling out the glowing bullet and say we slew him with this glowing silver bullet or whatever.
So just point at me.
Yeah.
I'm still just shriveled up.
As discussed, we have no reason to lie to these people.
Yeah.
We need to walk away with them understanding what happened here. He sells the truth truthfully.
You have the rapt attention of this high fucking crowd with dilated eyes. Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Love to.
I would hope they would all just be like, yeah, we knew.
Yeah, we all knew he was a vampire.
He was cool.
We were fine with it.
Yeah.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Incredible.
I'll get him too. Wait.
Oh, yeah. Throw another guidance on there. Hell yeah.
probably like 3 minutes in, he finds his record player and just turns on some music. Like,
Nice heroic music.
There's like 6 people out of the 30 here that are not high.
yeah.
But they still just kind of get swept up in the emotion of the crowd. There are people that are like have sat down and are like staring at you like kindergartners getting story time as you produce the bullet.
You
glowing
can
with
make
daylight.
illusionary stuff with the
Absolutely.
record player
Oh yeah,
too.
the record
Yeah.
players
To replay the
replaying
battle.
details of what happened.
Oh yeah.
Hall of Thunder.
Bones is telling a story. This is what he's here to
there's
do.
actual applause from the crowd as you end, and then a few people that are like, "Why did we clap?" Again, just swept up in the collective emotion. Tom Pepperstripe says,
Well,
he's not high.
Of course not.
He doesn't use his own supply, of course.
there's always something a little fishy about Sheriff Bill, it's true. Blackwood deserves better than Sheriff Bill.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Just give it to him.
Meanwhile, inside, Boss and Marble, you guys hear the commotion outside. Do you want to step outside? Or
No, I want to talk with the
Okay,
deputy and
great.
the priest.
Kate's you're there as well, it looks like.
Yeah.
Patrick, you doing
gonna
anything
shoot
particular this
again?
morning? Are you out with the...
What?
the
Shoot you again? Yeah, walking. I'm like, God, that's
Okay, where do the stairs go upstairs?
They go up to just like the tower out front of the church, like
Can
the
I
bell
go there?
tower. The bell tower. Yeah,
Can I go
Belfry.
there?
Yeah, totally.
I want to use it as a vantage point to take a picture of the crowd.
Incredible.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You get a crowd, or a photo of... give me a photography check.
I forgot to take a photo of myself.
Natural 20.
Hell yeah. Nice. We love to see it. First one back. He gets a nat 20 on the photo.
That's
Fuck
one.
yeah. Marble, you step into where Orlando Mero's nursing the third little like pewter cup of whiskey that he's sipping on, and Cassius Lars has said nothing yet and is holding just like
Yeah.
a glowing
we-
brick.
I'll pull up a chair. I assume that the twins are still kind of out of it.
Yeah, they're just kind of getting their bearings. From a couple of seconds conversation, you learn from them that like the last thing they remember was the attack on the train, and then waking up
They were drugged.
and then waking up like in the mine shafts, like next to the horses, and then that's the last thing I remember. They were kept unconscious for most of the time. And then, you may not know this yet, but you can kind of deduce it. Once they were in Bill's possession, he was just repeatedly like glamoring them, essentially keeping them like the equivalent of drugged, but just magically charmed drugged.
Yeah.
So they're kind of getting their bearings. They're like asking what day it is.
I'll honestly.
We would have to play all.
Boss
those
is a lot
conversations
more articulate than I am.
Yeah.
So I'll let Boss answer those questions. We'll have our moment in a second. But these guys look like they need some moral support.
Yeah.
So I'll pull up a chair and kind of just scoot up there.
The sound of pulling the chair across the floor causes Cassius Lars to like startle a little bit.
I'll like hold my hand. It's okay.
He says, I am so sorry.
It wasn't. It wasn't you.
It was though. I don't.
Sorry.
He's a vampire. He could charm you, make you do what he wanted.
He never charmed.
It's subtle. You would never know.
What this brick? Where is he? Looks around for Ghost.
I think he's out front.
Will you excuse me?
Yeah.
He takes the brick and steps out to look for Ghost.
I guess turn to Orlando then.
Yeah.
Do I see where he's actually going? Is he actually like wandering off to the distance?
No, he goes to walk towards Ghost. Wherever Ghost is. I don't know where Ghost went.
I also need to talk to the father, actually.
Okay, cool. I'll say you can kind of follow him at the door before he makes it to Ghost. We'll stick with Marble and Meryl for the moment.
Yeah.
Meryl pours another cup of whiskey and slides it towards you.
Yeah, I'll take it. Marble's not much of a drinker.
Slide me out with Lars, please.
Okay, you kind of follow them out too. Top and the other just kind of sit and talk to each other for a second, just getting their bearings.
He'll take it. Marble's never really been much of a drinker, but Caden drinks whiskey, so he's tried it.
Sure, yeah.
It's gross.
It's almost absent-minded. You can tell just passive insight. I know yours is not that good, but he slides it to you as like it's very much a gesture. If you never drink it, he won't care.
It definitely feels like a gesture of like. He kind of sees it as like a gesture of trust. He's like,
Sure,
okay, he's like, you.
So it's an invitation to a conversation.
Yeah. I know it's a stupid question, but how are you doing?
Oh boy, no, it's not a stupid question. It's just the answer is stupid. You ever think someone's a good person for years and then find out all of a sudden they aren't?
I think I understand. Yeah.
I knew. This isn't a surprise to me. I knew it's just like finding out that it's like waking up from a dream, kind of. But it's not it ain't a dream. I've been responsible for the people of this town for the better part of 5 years, and I've just been lying to everybody.
Magic that messes with your free will is pretty fucked.
He leans back in his chair. You care if I smoke?
Hold on, sorry. My tablet is dying.
We'll jump back to scene as Richard's having some technical difficulties. Cadence, you, I think, are the first to follow Cassius Mars out of the building. Boss, not far behind you, only by a few seconds, but we'll say that you have, 30 seconds before Boss is going to show up behind you. He just looks like he's looking for Ghost. He makes it about halfway around the building. And then actually, Bones, does this affect you right now?
I just need to make sure that I clarify some of the things in my speech before Father Cassius is visible to the crowd. Unless he's coming out like really fast.
You're good. Okay, got it. Just want to make sure.
Sprinting.
Okay, so you catch Father Lars before he rounds the corner of the building.
Or Ghost leaves. Either one.
Hey, Lars.
He's like startles. He's like startling at everything currently.
Yeah. You have any magic left?
Yes, I've some.
Can you do the long-range communication, the sending, or whatever it's called?
I'll tell you, he does not have it in his stat block, but give me a luck check just to see if this guy happens to have something.
6.
No. He says, he shakes his head. He says, no, I'm sorry. I've never had a need. Is there someone you wish to reach?
Yeah, I was going to have you reach out to Beans, but seems like that's not going to happen.
He cocks his head. One of the Espanados?
Yeah.
He, for a moment thinks about asking questions and just does not have the bandwidth to process that right now.
Well, I guess that's all I needed. Thanks for your help.
Around this time, you hear the door open and Boss, you walk up behind the two of them.
Father.
Yes.
Do you have any magic left?
Some, yes.
Could you please heal me? I am bleeding very badly from your compatriots.
Yes, of course. Of course. I knew that the sheriff was an undead creature. I had never seen his work. As he's speaking, he sets the brick down on the ground and then kind of thinks better of it, picks the brick back up, and you see him kind of swirl his hand and pull some of the light from this brick. He'll heal you for 12 hit points. As he sort of propels this amber light towards you.
Am I still down on 7?
You now have a total of 20.
No, but it was still down to 7 from...
Yes, your max is still down 7. Let me, I should check how long it lasted. You guys can write it down, because we're going to forget that for sure. On the next long rest, you guys will regain the maximum point loss that you lost. Tomorrow. Not day after tomorrow. Morning after tomorrow morning.
Do you know roughly how long you've been working for this man?
He thinks for a second. I was assigned to this parish 3 years ago. I've been here since. I met Sheriff Bill the day I moved into town, and I suppose I was always fond of him.
Do you know Merrill? How long have you known Merrill?
I met him the same day that I met Sheriff Bill. Merrill was a good man. as a member of the priesthood, we have little say in the parishes to which we are distributed. I was about to say that I have had the good luck of being in the company of servants that care about the communities in which they serve. I don't know how much I trust anything that I have experienced in several years.
About Tom. How do you know Tom?
The Candyman.
The Candyman.
As far as I know, has been a fixture in this town for far longer than even Bill.
Have you ever had his candies?
I have not partaken, but I have heard they are quite an experience.
So, what do you know of this Tom?
Only that the people of this town are quite fond of him. He is beloved. He has been, as I said, a fixture of this town since before, the way I understand it, before even the last sheriff, before Sheriff Statler. He's been a part of Blackwood for many, many years.
Do you know if Merrill or Statler ever ate any of his candies?
He says, I do not know. If they did, they never spoke of it.
Okay, I'm just curious. When's the last time that you slept proper?
I sleep well in the evenings at night, most nights.
Okay.
Last night I slept well.
Where?
Or, let me back up. Last night I slept well, although I was about to turn in for the evening tonight when Sheriff Bill and Deputy Merrill came knocking on the doors of the church saying that they needed to use the church urgently. Some telegram that the sheriff had received.
Where does Statler normally sleep?
He rests beneath the... He looks for a second, like, shocked at the plainness with which he's about to say a thing that he knows. He slumbers beneath the sheriff's office in his coffin.
Would you accompany me?
He looks over his shoulder towards Ghost and says, yes, of course, I will help you. But with just passive insight, you can tell that he wanted to talk to Ghost, but is willing to put that aside for now in the weird sort of like haze that he's in. And I think this will all kind of, he'll walk right past them anyway. We'll kind of start walking in that direction that Bones, I will now come to you. You've had several minutes to do whatever you need to do before the priest comes out front.
There are just a few points I want to make sure I instill in this crowd. There's a segment as he's just kind of theatrically telling this story where he goes through each person and kind of, gasses up their contributions to all of this.
Right.
Careful not to use Cadence's real name, Marble's real name, or my real name, or Boss's real. He probably just doesn't use real names.
Yeah.
But he points, and he kind of points out, like, oh, this person helped by preparing, and this person helped by healing, and yada, 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 yada. But he saves Ghost for last in a diplomatic maneuver that Ghost, not being stupid, probably recognizes as very sincere, but also very deliberate, that he saves Ghost for last, and he really pushes out. We wouldn't have known that this man was evil at all if not for the intuition and intelligence and education of this man. He pats Ghost on the shoulder. Yeah. He was the first to suspect a problem. He provided this bullet. He provided the distraction that got us in, and he essentially just tells everything that Ghost did to make this happen.
Gasses up Ghost a little bit.
And essentially tries to rile up the crowd to give Ghost the applause that it deserves for his contribution to all of this.
I'll just ask you a question as Bones, motivation-wise. Is this more for the crowd or is it more for Ghost?
This is more for Ghost. This is explicitly more for Ghost. And we're hitting a limit where Bones is probably much better at this than I am.
Yeah.
Bones has a very clear picture that Ghost is waiting for the opportunity to cut ties and run, because why would he stay with us? And so far he's been with us because it is necessary. And he realizes that the necessary tie is quickly coming to an end. Right. And he doesn't even necessarily, he's not trying to how do I put this? He's not trying to schmooze Ghost into staying out of the goodness of his heart. If Ghost leaves, he wants Ghost to understand that he did valuable things while he was here, while he did part of this.
Amazing.
And what Ghost does with that is up to him.
Amazing. Carrying the same persuasion check, the crowd again is wrapped in your story and gives rousing applause for each member that you sort of point out and give accolade to. Ghost, for what it's worth, I'll let you, if you want to roll insight to clock whether this is for you versus for the crowd, you can, or I'll just allow you to clock it if you want to. I leave that to your discretion.
And there's no subtlety. It is no deception. It is simply sincerity.
Right.
The next one is he really emphasizes these vampires use mind control, and he names the people that were mind controlled.
Yeah.
And just to make a point of, like, if you see these people,
Yeah.
they're not who they were for the past 2 years. Like, be good to them.
And for what it's worth, you look over the crowd as you're telling the story and saying, like, hey, don't fault, Deputy Merrill for what happened.
And we
or
walked
the
them
priest.
back at the same time.
Right. They look like a little confused, like
They probably didn't do
what we
anything
fought
wrong,
them
yeah.
for. You get the people of this town loved Sheriff Bill. The hurdle was convincing them that Sheriff Bill was bad.
Exactly, yeah. And that leads me straight into the third point, which is that the sheriff got where he was through pleasantries and charm, and to be wary of people who give you good things and seem too good to be true, and he just locks eyes with fucking Pepper Stripe over there.
Tom Bosher says, here.
Yeah.
You should all be cautious of people that promise too much and give too little.
Yeah, exactly.
Blackwood, I've been here as long as anybody, and Blackwood is small and strange. It's getting stranger by the day. But it's a nice place. It was nice under the sheriff. It was nice before him. It'll be nice after him. It's a good place. I think we can all stand to be as nice to one another as this young man is being to his friends.
He kind of looks over.
If this man is secretly evil, he's convinced me. I'm so sold. I want him for sure.
I don't. I am going to connect to Tom, and I will tell him straight up, just, the next time Kageori comes to your store, remember that his association with Bill is what got Bill where he is.
I don't think he can respond to you telepathically.
He can't.
Unless he has an ability.
Just a warning.
Yeah, a little subtle warning to his mind.
A little cog just goes click, click, click.
His shoulders he startles a little bit.
And I will also connect to Bones and say, Bones, this is all very sweet, but I may need to speak with you after when we can get some space.
Of course, I'm hoping that this will keep them all tidied over for the night.
It's around the same time that Cassius Lars and Boss round the corner. Cassius Lars kind of walking with Boss towards the sheriff's office, but he is like kind of looking at Ghost with this glowing brick in his hand, looking unsubtly at Ghost, like he was curious about the magic of this brick. But I don't think he necessarily stops. Just kind of heads with, unless Boss, you stop with your friends here. That's up to you guys.
Yeah, I say, not all.
Yes.
We're about to go discover the basement of the sheriff's office. Will you come in with me?
Sure. Oh, my brick.
Father Lars passes it to you and says, he looks at you as he passes you this brick. And you guys begin to walk down the street, but as you're walking, he says, you were the one who imbued this magic.
That's correct.
He looks over your robes and your accoutrements and your, like, I think you somewhere have a holy symbol of the Xanthian church, right?
Yeah, my spell book has it on the cover, kind of embossed on the cover.
Yeah. He looks over you and says, you are not of the Nuvolarian faith.
No, I worship the lamp.
He cocks his head a little. Again, I don't know if I described this guy. He's a kind of white Arctic fox-ish looking kitsune with 3 tails, dressed in what we in real life would recognize as sort of like a Catholic priest's garb, like kind of form-fitting black garb with the white collar and stuff. Big fluffy white fox guy. And he says, Odd. This light, I sense the magic of my faith and the magic that you've cast, but we do not share a faith. I don't know why this... I would think myself to be more perplexed by other parts of what's happening right now, but this Interesting.
Yes, I think that there may be some unexpected overlap.
On a kind of low religion check that he just rolled, despite his good modifier, he says, I know little of the Xanthian faith. Will you tell me of it as we walk?
Of course. Yeah, I'll go and I'll start from the beginning, kind of the origin story, and kind of go through what I know, the kind of, the basics
Just walk.
of it. We don't, like, this is a 5-minute walk tops. I'm kind of speed running through a lot of it, but
Yeah, you can give him a full seminar in this 5-minute
Yeah.
walk, but you start kind of talking to him as you guys are walking. As you guys walk down towards the sheriff's office, I will cut to... Mauricio, you haven't said much since combat. Do you want to do anything as this sort of denouement is going on?
I didn't know you could handle a crowd like that.
I normally have the shield of a transmitter. I have not done that face to face, and I think that the only reason I could do it is because I think most of them are very, very high right now. But it did feel very good. But I can feel every bone in my body if you have any magic available.
Yeah, I've got some left. I forgot about all my 3rd level spell slots because I don't have 3rd level spells. So.
Oh, right. A 3rd level Cure Wounds is 3d8 plus 3 times your spellcasting modifier.
Okay.
When the bat came at me, I don't know what this magic that you put on me was, but I do think it is the only reason that I am alive right now.
This is like the 2nd day in a row that I think that you might be dead if I weren't there.
I really hope that this does not become a trend. But I suppose that if I'm going to have near-death experiences, I do appreciate it. I need to find Patches, too.
Yeah. I'll ask Patches, you take your photo, and then what do you do next?
I'll just kind of head down and kind of...
Okay, you can kind of join with Mauricio and Bones here.
Oh, speaking of the...
Yes, the explosion followed by the healing. Yeah, that was something.
Yeah, I admit, when I first had that conversation with you, I kind of thought that you had flippantly blown it off, but the fact that you have figured out how to do a fireball that heals your friends is... I'm very impressed. You're good people. I'm happy to serve alongside you.
Oh yes, I mean, it's not easy to do, but...
I'm so sorry. I didn't know until just now how much I had missed. Yes, God, thank God. Sorry, carry on.
It is, like I said, it's not easy to do, but I mean, as I've said before, I'm pretty powerful, so I can do many things.
I had a lot of doubts, but between you and Mauricio and Ghost, I think I am beginning to have a lot more, faith in faith, I guess. It may be worth talking to Marble. He is very good with magical items. I know you've grown quite attached to that thing for reasons that I cannot understand, but I've learned to simply accept. He probably could help you to have more control or less, if that is what you want. I truly don't know. For the viewers at home, Boss just threw up in his mouth a little bit.
What if you had 2 Wands of Wonder?
I just want to know what less control would mean. It's off. Like you roll twice and I pick one. Yeah.
That sounds great.
Figure it out. That's too funny.
Yes, I mean, it's a difficult to control, but I mean, I've only been in your world a little while, so...
You are learning quickly.
I mean, like I said, I'm a god, so it's,
I don't know if I quite believe that yet, but I guess at this point I won't be surprised if it ends up being true.
I mean, when else have you seen somebody heal with a fireball? So...
Never. Can't say that I have.
Neither could I.
You're not a god of fire, though, have you?
No, but the gods are all powerful,
I suppose so.
I'll jump back to Marble inside with Orlando. Cadence, do you go back inside with them, or what are you going to?
I'm hanging out with the twins for now.
Okay, great.
Does she shoot me again?
Yeah, she shoots you again.
I walk in, I say, I'm not mind controlled, and then I shoot you.
I'm acting of sound-minded body.
I think Top and Yo-Yo come out.
Yeah.
Say,
I was going to invite them out after drinking some whiskey and then doing that cat thing. I was like, ugh. And then I'm just gonna like
Top steps out and sees that you have a cup of whiskey in front of you and just takes it.
Yeah.
And starts drinking. That's Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo takes the cup of whiskey and starts just drinking it. Top sits down and says to Merrily, hey, pour me one, yeah? And he pours him one. And Cadence, you step in to see these guys gathered around the table. Top says, all right, I think I got the size of it. We were captured by cactuses. And then like drugged up. And then a sheriff kept us all sort of mind fucked until you came and got us.
Yeah, because Mick Eisenhower wanted my engine.
They both look like that hadn't occurred to them, and they look at each other. Orlando says, I'd never heard of Mick. The one who wanted this all done was a fellow named Kageori.
His hitman?
I didn't know he was anybody's hitman.
I'll literally pull out the note that has a picture of him on it that I got from the God of Knowing Things.
Right. He looks as, I recognize him. I didn't know. I mean, we didn't know why he wanted. He looks a little apprehensive. You dead. We just knew that he was gonna.
He wants my invention uncontested, along with Bones's and other artificers.
So wait, sorry. Who's Mick?
He's the CEO of robot guy.
And name doesn't ring a bell, but I believe you. Well, damn. Boy, I got a lot to think about. He takes another sip of his whiskey. Yo-Yo says, the truth is, Furball, we were never worried. We knew you'd come for us.
Punch him in the arm. Which is like, you mean I have a -1 strength that doesn't do anything.
Top says, well, I mean, he was worried. I wasn't that worried. You know.
I know.
Hey, thanks for the help, Top says to Cadence.
Of course. It's a hell of a game of hide and seek you guys started to play.
Yeah, well, decided is one word for it. Because most of it, honestly, was kind of just a nap. We were just in the basement of his. It's weird because now I remember it all, and I kind of feel like I was just sitting around all day for no reason. Does that make sense?
What's
Mind
different?
Control and all that. Okay, fuck you, Furball. Yeah, we work hard around here. Oh shit, are we gonna be late for the mech fight?
Well, no.
Oh, thank God.
We have to.
You don't
go
understand
back.
what a big sort of like publicity opportunity this is.
Oh yeah, but Mick already cleaned out the storehouse for the parts I wanted, so he could. There's a lot.
Yo-Yo rolls his eyes and says, "You're always worried about parts. What did we just say? It's publicity, Furball. Publicity's the important part of this.
I need part.
You can get fucking screws or whatever anywhere. We need
He just like exasperately like pulls at his face. And it's like clearly exhausted at this argument they've had so many times.
Right.
He just cannot get it over his head.
You're sensing an energy from your twins that they basically have napped for like 6 days straight. It's so much energy.
What's this I hear about you buying screws in here?
Hey, it's Morisco! And they run up and give you a big hug. So I guess you were part of all this, huh? That shouldn't surprise me. You guys have all been together, but
Big part.
we gotta tell everybody thank you. This is. I wonder what would have happened. Yo-Yo says. Top says, maybe I don't know if that's worth giving the thought to.
Doesn't matter now.
Orlando says nothing. Bites his tongue.
It's clear this guy is going through it. What are your plans?
He opens his eyes like wide, sighs, takes a sip of whiskey. I mean, I've committed some terrible, heinous crimes. Do I turn myself in? I gotta figure out how to get through this night before I figure out what I'm gonna do with my future. I guess if I had to do something right now besides sit here and drink about 4 more of these, he kind of raises his glass of whiskey, I would go write a report to the president of fucking Toluska and tell him what happened here.
What bill did you doesn't make you a bad person, even if it feels that way.
That's kind, but not true. What? There's not a difference between... He looks like he's in real time processing a thought. Who you think you are isn't more important than the things that you do, and everything that I have done for years has been, at best, poisoned, and at worst, heinously evil.
But if you're not the one making you do them, is it you?
It's still my hands. Everyone out there, he looks at the crowd outside.
You know the spell command?
He shakes his head and says,
It's a spell where you can command someone to do something, and they do it. But it's not their choice.
Give me a persuasion check, Marvel.
Oof, I'm not very good at those.
I'll give you advantage.
Okay, I'll roll with the bad die. A natural 20.
Amazing.
For 24.
Incredible.
I'm actually somehow proficient. I think it's because I was like, I have to sell things.
Yeah. On a nat 20 for 24, you explain this spell to him. It's a very Marvel thing to, like, he's having kind of like a weird philosophical existential crisis, and you go like, hey man, lock in. This is a magic spell. It does X, Y, Z. Yeah. Let me describe what has happened to you. And in a weird way that is a serious comfort to him to know, just like, okay, just a thing happened to me. I need to process that still. I need to understand it. But
you're a victim.
Yeah. There's something about, especially because, like, you know, he's in a weird place right now, feeling very philosophical and existential, but like, it's not his nature. You guys don't necessarily know that, but like, he's a down-to-earth sort of brass tacks guy, and you sort of take this crisis of philosophy and turn it into like a brass tacks plain to understand thing. Says, will you, hold on, will you excuse me a second?
Yeah.
He stands up and walks outside, steps over to where there's kind of a scorch mark on the ground from where Bill Statler fell, and his like clothes are still there. Pulls the pistol from his belt, points it down to Bill Statler's clothes, and just 6 times just unloads his revolver into the ground and just click, 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 click. Pulls a few more times after that's done.
A lot of paperwork.
Well, I think you convinced him, but if he doesn't, we could get a marionette and tape a knife to it. That should explain everything.
So when we get done there, when I see Morisco go into the church, and when I hear the twins greet Morisco, Bones kind of smiles. He looks down in his bag, gathers his stuff up. He looks at the domino box in there, throws it over his shoulder, walks off to find Ghost, and will show up shortly after they do their thing at the sheriff's office.
Outstanding. With the rest of the entire fucking town congregated around the chapel, Father Cassius Lars, Boss, Ghost, Bones, arriving shortly after. We'll just move
I was going to say, I show up later if you guys need that moment.
If it matters, if you guys want to do things specifically without Bones, you can. Otherwise, we'll just say Bones gets here. You just jog a little and catch up with
Yeah, quite the opposite, actually. Part of what he felt as he was leaving is he looked down at his bag and his belongings and how close he came to death, and he is like weary, creaky, walking down the street towards the sheriff's house.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Mauricio's magic has given you a little bit of vitality left, but like I said, you are still, something is fundamentally missing for you right now. You feel up to your neck where the bat bit you, and your entire shoulder just burns.
Sam. Yep.
Can I do a meta read on Bones? Was that more of like he looked at Morisco, thought I'm getting too close to this guy, and then walked away?
Yeah, you got it. Okay. Yeah. It's like, oh god, I could have died tonight. That would have been horrible.
And he's getting too close to me.
Yeah.
You guys step into the sheriff's office. The door is locked, but like I assume someone just fucking boss with your helmet on. You just boom.
Yeah, full headbutt.
Patches comes up. No, you have to put it.
Shut the fuck up. Smash.
Inside is the sheriff's office.
We're taking the money. The money we owed.
I'll search. I assume that they have a key rack.
Okay, yeah. You do find a key rack, and just for the sake of expediency, we'll say you find a key. You find a safe, which is in a... hold on, let me just reveal the rest of this map.
How much was the bounties?
The bounties for Los Cinco Espanados, it's 150 marks for each one returned dead or alive. 150 times 5 is 750, if I'm doing that math right now, I believe.
Ghost will go to take 600 of that.
Okay, great. Yeah, you find a safe. It is like underneath the desk back here, underneath this desk over here, like by where the chair would slide in. You crack it open. There's not a ton more than 600 marks in here, but there's like 1,200 marks in there.
This is the bounty for the 4 dead Espanados.
How do you think Cadence will find this?
Can Bones show up at this point?
Yes, Bones walks in the door at this point. Sure.
Ghost will say, let's discuss that, actually. And I want to step out into the street where there's some sand.
Sure. You walk out to some sand in the street. Boss and Bones and Lars has been told to stay with you. He'll follow you as well. Specs rides on your shoulder.
When we all started traveling together, and he starts with his staff, he'll start drawing a symbol of the lamp in the sand. I thought it was very sort of poetic, almost like destiny, that the 7 of us were traveling together, and he'll draw the 7 rays that come off of the holy symbol of the lamp. But I think that it's time that I stop seeing what I want to see and start looking at things objectively. He'll scratch one of the rays out. I think that we should start considering the possibility that Cadence is working for Mick.
Interesting. Is this a gut feeling or do you have evidence? I'm not ruling it out.
I would say that unfortunately everything is devil's proof. I just think that we have an unfortunate lack of evidence to prove anything that she has said, and a good amount of odd occurrences that are made very clear if she is working for Mick.
It would explain a lot. It would explain a whole lot.
These would make a lot of sense from the experiences I've had.
They have known each other for some time, but not that much time.
No, but long enough for Cadence to have gotten a look at Marble's machines and get an actual schematic, because that factory has been running for at least some time, and refitting it to begin producing those designs would not have happened overnight.
No, certainly not. She has more unfettered access to these creations than anyone, I think, except maybe Sergei, maybe the twins. This obviously you understand is very tricky. If she is not betraying us, then she's one of the most important people in Marble's life, and I don't want to betray that. But I also understand that a healthy degree of scrutiny has literally just saved our lives, and you were the one who provided it. It would be very foolish for me to talk about the marriage of faith and scrutiny and not accept you doing the exact same thing right now.
Yes. I would love, for Marble's sake, to believe that Vanera exists and that all this is just a coincidence, but looking at things objectively, we have no evidence that Vanera is even a person. It is a shadow that we're chasing.
Do you trust and take the word of Patch's divinations?
We would need a very specific set of questions and a very concrete answer.
Those are things that we can do. We could begin formulating those questions. I think this is a very good line of inspection. I want to be very clear that I am considering this very seriously. I think you may be onto something that is worth investigating. I just want to make sure that we're moving cautiously. Not only, if we are wrong, I want to move cautiously so that we do not end up rocking the boat. And if we are right, I want to move cautiously so that we do not tip her off. There's no scenario here where being brazen is to our advantage.
Of course.
With these newfound fears/theories spinning in this group. As back at the chapel, at long last, Marvel reunited with his brothers. Mauricio, standing outside of Merrill as he fires a pistol repeatedly into the remains of Bill Statler's clothing. Patches, talking with Tom Pepperstripe about his remarkable catalog of candy options. Marble, debriefing with your brothers, unwinding from the unbelievable stress of all of this.
Staying extremely close to them.
The last person that I will ask what they're doing in this moment before we end this session is Caden.
I'm gonna leave Marvel and the twins to reconnect and all that good stuff. And I'm gonna walk out the front of the church. Okay? And when I get to like the little landing here, I'm gonna look down at my leg. I'm gonna see where I was shot. And I'm gonna see the like black tendrils from the poison. And I'm gonna get stuck in a memory for a second at the front of a different church. And then I'm just gonna look up. Where the fuck are you, Vanera?
As you look up to the sky with a memory in your mind of someone on the steps of a church with necrotic oozing wounds in their back. That, as we will finish tonight's session of Druid Soul. But before we go,
No, level down.
Level down.
The total flash. Jesus Christ.
God.
I'd like you guys to level up to level 7, and then when you're done, I'd like you to level up to level 8.
Oh.
For real?
Hell yeah.
2 level ups for besides Cadence, 1 level up for Cadence.
That's
We're
really
all
good because
level
I
8.
was looking at level 8 stuff and I'm like, I really want this feat. And now I can have feet.
Thank you everyone so much for watching. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey guys. Bye.